What's going on, chat? Back with another video, back with another live stream. Let's get into this content with Poetic Flacco. Shout out Poetic Flacco and the great content he got. Uh, this is the guy that made that song. Your pockets getting thicker. And I can't get through the night. Can't get through the night. Let's get into the content.
This fraud just got exposed and we should all be happy. What he attempted to do could have very well changed the trajectory of the music industry forever. This was a really, really terrible thing to do. If you're not tapped in and don't know what's going on, let me explain. Phoenix Flexin, a rapper out of California, dropped a record called Rubbers. When this song dropped, every human on planet Earth knew this song was AI. There was not a doubt in anybody's mind this song was AI. The song being AI is not the problem. The song is wildly successful. A lot of people love it. It's currently like number 57 on Billboard Hot 100. The problem is that Phoenix Flexin has gone through lengths that I have never seen anybody go through to maintain this lie. Now, I don't know the logistics. Like, I don't know if this song was officially labeled as AI. Does it qualify for Billboard Hot 100s? Does it qualify for certain awards? Does it qualify for royalties? I don't know the answer to that question. I just know that Phoenix Flexin has been lying to everybody and it's been absurd.
Whenever the AI comments started rolling in, was it disheartening?
Nah, hell nah. Any publicity is good publicity, you know?
So do you think that as long as you touch greatness, people will find a way to hate somehow?
Always. They find a way to hate when we first blew up. This is how it is. People are haters. People don't like to... It's not even that they're haters. They just don't know how to get to the point you're at, so they try to, like, they're just frustrated that they're stuck where they are.
That man sat on that couch on a national platform, look Andrew Callahan in his eyes, and without a stutter, he says, I don't even know how to work AI. Man, they just hating because I'm winning, Andrew. They just hating because I can do it and they can't. They just hating because I know how to make hit records. And then he proceeded to prove that the record was him by trying to sing it. And yo, this is how you know this dude is like a sociopath, because when you hear him sing the record, it's clearly not him. Obviously, this is not somebody who knows how to sing. The record sounds like prime Frank Sinatra. This dude sounds like your drunk uncle singing, right, at the quinceañera, okay? This is what this sounds like, okay?
I haven't written a song in the last 7 years, and I freestyled every song.
You freestyle Rubbers?
Yeah.
Man, these niggas got no chill, bruh. These niggas got no chill, man. Yo, they don't know when they going too far. It's bad enough you lying about it being AI. You supposed to keep a low profile, man. You don't hop out the window talk about you freestyled it. Y'all don't know when to freestyle. You freestyled an 80s pop hit in 2026. You freestyled a hit record in another genre that you're not familiar with in 2026. Yo, this man, all right, has went from, this man attempted to win over the title as the greatest musician of all time, bruh. Just by that, we should treat. See?
What? Do you remember the song Rubbers?
Yeah, hell yeah. Swiping cards and stacking chips. I saw you sinking ships. Left me pending in the pouring rain. Now I bought a heavy diamond chain. My pocket's getting thicker. The watch is getting quicker. Money talk is much louder now. And I can't speak through the night. Can't speak through the night. Still see your face on the glass. Why do you call when you're short on cash? You know?
Okay, I'ma say it, man. I'ma say it, man. Get mad at me, I don't care. I'ma say, y'all know my heart. Y'all know my heart is pure. Y'all know I love everybody, man, all right? Yeah? But this is why we gotta safeguard our culture a little better, man. See, a brother wouldn't have done this, man. I know my people. I know my people. My people wouldn't have done this, man, right? A brother wouldn't have. See, a brother is gonna lie. Now, he gonna lie now, all right? He gonna tell that lie, right, to get that bag. But he will lie with some decorum, man. A brother will lie with some decorum, bruh. It takes somebody who's not of the culture to lie to shamelessly. This is shameless. See, a brother would have told a lie, yeah, it's AI. And when asked about it during the interview, said, man, yeah, man, I said on the record, for weeks, bro. It took me weeks to write it, bro. I had to really tap in. I listened to like 80 songs all week and like to really get inspired, you know? See, that's lying with decorum, right? You are still respecting the art form. No brother of ours will sit down in an interview after lying a hit in a jug and say, yeah, I freestyled that hit. One take, no punching. Come on, bro. That's not us. That's an outsider. That's somebody who's from the mountains of Caucasoids or from that other place, which I'm not going to say because I rock with my peoples, man. This is absurd. So here's the thing, man, all right? The lie essentially got too big for him to keep up with because once you start telling lies at this degree, at this skill, there are people who are much more tapped in and tuned in to, you know, these AIs and these softwares, and they'll be able to figure it out. So what took place was some very smart people began to make videos proving this dude is lying. But it doesn't just stop at these particular people, right? The AI software itself just exposed this dude. And you won't believe how he still tried to keep the lie going, even after getting exposed.
Hi, Rubbers by Phoenix Flexen is entirely AI generated, and him and Perp are lying about it.
There's no AI on this.
No AI on it.
You freestyle Rubbers?
Yeah.
What?
They did not use Suno, they did not use Udio. They used something called Treblo, formerly known as Sonato, which is a new free online music model. And he actually exposed this on accident himself before Rubbers even came out. He posted a snippet of a song where he forgot to remove the Sonato text from the file name. So
Come on, man. You can't tell me this is not sociopathic behavior, sir. Hold on, man. You mean to tell me that this was strictly, you did this. You did this, okay? So flagrant. Now, I can understand, man, if you use partial AI and then you came and you remixed it and you did this, this, and this, and by the time you done, it's like 90% you and 10% this, so you don't want even, right? So you want to claim the AI because, the AI is only part of the work, not the whole work. But you went to the AI app and you click generate, you got the song and you post, oh, no,
also really strange that Treblo used to be called Sonato and they rebranded to Treblo 2 days before Rubbers was released. And 2 days before that, he was getting accused of using Sonato for a different unreleased song. It makes me wonder if they're closely tied to this company somehow or trying to cover their tracks ahead of time. But for now, I'll show you how I know they used Treblo. All right, so the way this works is first you add tags, then there's a lyric box where you just tell it what you want the lyrics to be about. So I'll show you what it sounds like.
Diamond watches ticking on my empty wrist. I guess money was the...
Yeah, so as you can see, it sounds just like the vocal on Rubbers, but that's not even the juicy part. We're going to get there next. So after messing around with this model for maybe 30 minutes with this very vague lyric prompt, I started to notice that it very consistently spits out exact specific bars from Rubbers, way too many, way too often for it to possibly be a coincidence. Very important context real quick. You might be wondering, is Rubbers feeding back into this model and causing it to spit out these bars and sound like Rubbers? And the answer is no, I know it's not, because I replaced Phoenix with Eminem using the exact same prompt and it still spits out all of these exact bars. So the lyric generation component of this model is completely separated from the artist tags. The artist tags do not influence the lyrics whatsoever, and I will show you proof of that.
There are some people who say, what's the big deal? Well, the music purists or the music heads believe, like these AI sites like Treblo and like others, so they're creating like these records based off of trained models, right? So they're getting a bunch of songs and they're using these records as references. They're transforming it automatically. And these records that are copyrighted materials are not getting the credit for it, right? So they would take the songs, create Rubbers based on the references from these other songs. These other songs don't get credited even though those are actual copyrighted material, and then Rubbers get to make billboards and those songs get no credit whatsoever. They feel like that right there is unethical. I quite frankly don't care. The only thing I care about is him lying about it, okay? Now, here's where it gets even worse. So apparently, like Treblo, the website that he used to make the song, they came out and they confirmed that the song was made on Treblo. This is the end of the discussion, end of the debate and back and forth. It has now 100% been confirmed that this is AI.
Breaking news on the Phoenix Flexen AI situation. To anyone that's doubted me, Medicine, or anyone else that says that it's AI, the AI model Treblo. Treblo's CEO and founder says that Phoenix Flexen's rubbers is AI generated because they built their own detection tool internally that can see Treblo tracks. So for anyone that was doubting, that said like, oh, maybe still Phoenix Flexen made it himself, this is 100% proof that no, this came from the AI music model Treblo. And I do not promote Treblo. I think they're a piece of shit company because, first of all, they've trained on stolen copyrighted voices. Secondly, you could do some gnarly shit on their site that's just completely unethical. And I think anyone that uses their platform sucks. So don't use it. And then lastly, I wanted to say, Phoenix Flexen, you look like a fool for posting that project file. You are a loser. Well, I don't know. Like, I would have no problem with an AI artist sending a song out and saying, hey, this is an AI song. But the fact that he said that he made it himself, he didn't use any AI, there's no generative AI, like, what a loser. Him and Perp, both of them. I'm glad that this is over, and I don't want to give them any of my own trust anymore. I think artists breaking trust with their fans is one of the worst things that they can do. I don't see why or how Phoenix Flexen can continue this kind of fake career. Also with Tyga, he made a whole new artist name so he wouldn't be called out for this. If you want to see if a song yourself is AI or not, DM at @humanstandard_ and say /check.
Even after Treblo and other AI softwares confirmed the song was AI, Phoenix Flexen was not ready to let it go. He was not ready. You know what he did? So he came and he dropped, quote unquote, evidence that this is not AI. So he posted the supposed recording session of Rubbers in Pro Tools. Listen, man, I don't record music, so I don't know what this is, right? But he posted it in a software to, quote unquote, prove, yeah, this is real. I recorded it. But apparently people who know much more about this at first glance seen that he was full of ish, and they dropped videos debunking whatever he just proved.
Whoo, we're going back to school early, guys. Yep, did it again, once again. Phoenix Flexen. Y'all don't get fooled, y'all. Please, please, please watch this. Y'all watch very careful on this, man. Phoenix Volks on the lead vocal. Look, man, I got a bachelor's degree from Full Sail University. Full Sail University, man. I'm Pro Tools certified. You ain't gonna fool me. Look at this. My hook is called Hook. Hook. If you look at his, this is not named the same thing as this. This is what I'm talking about. The reason the audio file is named the same thing as the track is because when I hit record, it names it that. Look. So the other one was called Audio 17. I just renamed it Rubbers. Okay. And then we hit record. Right, watch. It's gonna name it Rubbers. Rubbers. Yep. Like I said, that's what I mean. Audio vocal 1. Audio vocal 1 duplicate. Look, these are muted. These are muted. Muted. This is lead, supposedly. There's no Melodyne. Where's the Melodyne? Also, watch. Audio 1. Why does it say Phoenix Flex Rubbers? Phoenix Volks. Look, recording. You're telling me that his whole hook and his verse is all connected, all one take? Look at all these takes. Look at all that. Comps and everything. These are all different pieces put together. There's no way it says Phoenix Flexen, whatever, vocal, and it's just one track the whole way going, and then he adds ad-libs. There's no way. There's no way. That's one thing. Then another thing, look at the beat name, my beat name, and it's one stem. One stem, one audio track. That's my beat, okay? He's importing stems on that Rubber song. He imported stems. If you pay attention on...
It's over, bro. Give it up. The jig is... Give it up, man. But I have something very serious I want to say. One of my favorite podcasts films in about 2 days. It's called The Biggest Bro Entertainment. In 2 days, they film. See, when I dropped my last Phoenix Flexen video, they went on their podcast and they, they ran defense for Phoenix Flexen. They ran defense. Now listen, those my brothers, I love them. Bro, y'all can't duck the smoke this week. This week, y'all can't duck the smoke. I would not allow with this. See, Blasey ducked me. Blasey ducked me last time because Blasey understood Phoenix Flexing was lying. He wanted to save face because that's his boy. Right? They both. Blasey said he's not Asian. I think Blasey is Mexican. They're both Mexican, so I understand. But Blasey ducked the smoke last time. He ain't want no problems and no parts of it. Y'all can't duck me this Thursday. Thursday come, off the load up, I'm calling in. Off the load up, I'm calling in. We got to discuss this now. Y'all got to discuss this, man. Y'all must discuss this. This must be a subject of discussion on Biggest Bro Entertainment. Do you understand the amount of damage that was done when a musical genius such as House Phone co-signs this malarkey? Do you understand when a guy who I consider one of the most honest individuals I know, when he co-signs this malarkey? Now, y'all must correct this now, man. But see y'all Thursday, man. See y'all Thursday. I'm waiting for the load up. Okay, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. Do you feel bamboozled? Let me know. Do you even care? Let me know, okay? Because if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why exactly, okay? Why? Tomorrow, the countdown begins on a YG and a B Team Rico. Find out why tomorrow the countdown begins by clicking on this video right here. I'm out of here, folks. The countdown to YG's Rico for the murder of Draco the Ruler starts tomorrow. And here's why it starts tomorrow. Something very important is happening tomorrow that's gonna cause a domino effect that I believe will ultimately seal the fate for YG. Let me explain. So tomorrow, Draco's alleged killer, Frankenstone, the man who is being accused of actually taking a knife and stabbing Draco in his neck, he goes back to court. But here's the thing, he's not going to court for Draco the Ruler's death. He's going to court for another body, a body that we have discussed at great lengths in this particular video. This murder took place on camera. He's seen a rival gang member at a party. The rival gang member was minding his business. He antagonized the conflict. And then after antagonizing the conflict, he stabbed and killed the man. He did this all on camera for everybody to see. This is like the most open and shut murder case I've ever seen. Like, come on, dog. Like, you're committing the body on camera for everybody to see. There's no doubt about it. I don't even know why you be in court trying to fight this, bruh. I don't even know why you playing in them folks' courtroom like this, knowing what you on camera doing. The reason why it's been 2 years and he hasn't even like gone to trial yet is because he's been stalling. As simple as that, bruh. He's been stalling, trying to see if he could get a plea deal of some sort, right? They've been filing motions after motions after motions. His attorney, a couple of months ago, got on a case that went to trial. That trial lasted 3 months. So the case was on hold. And they've been doing this for a while, like quite a few times, okay? Right? The attorney will take a case, the case will go on trial. They gotta start this case until his attorney get off that case. So that's why it's been taking so long. Now, the motions they've been filing is this thing called like the pitches motion. Apparently when you have a complaint, right, against a detective, a police officer of some sort. Now, the last pitches motion that they filed actually stemmed from my video. So at his last court hearing, Frankenstone attorney requested a sidebar of some sort where they were claiming that my video, where I said I'm speaking to the detective in his case, that I know this information and that information and this information, he's claiming that they want to do like some type of motion, right, to investigate if the detective is actually speaking to me. If that's the case, then that's just. I don't even understand how that would help his case, but that's what like they asked the judge in a sidebar, right? They also claim something like my video will sway the public or something of that sort, or how I got this information and this information and this information. Somebody must be feeding it to me, et cetera, et cetera. Now, when he asked this in court, the judge got really annoyed. The judge says, huh, bro, that's public record. What are you talking about? Right? The judge completely dismissed it, but they requested the pitches motion anyways. They got back to court to do the pitches motion, the city attorney never showed up. So they had to reschedule it. And it's going to be tomorrow. The rescheduling is for tomorrow. Now, here's the thing. Frankenstone's attorney ahead of tomorrow, because he understands, bro. Like, this is their last chance. Like, once the judge says, yeah, this motion is dismissed by, this is going to trial in September. Absolutely, 100% is going to trial in September. So ahead of tomorrow, Frankenstone and his attorney, they requested a plea deal. Now, they already filed a couple motions, by the way, to dismiss this case as self-defense. They've already filed a few motions to dismiss. They go from filing motions to dismiss. They're now filing, hey, can we get manslaughter instead? Hey, listen, man, he'll plead guilty if he gets manslaughter. The prosecutor says, heck no, not happening. You ain't getting manslaughter at all. You did this crime on camera. You were somehow able to get in bed with rich and powerful people, and they were able to pay your $1 million bond. Oh, by the way, I confirm without a doubt that DJ Mustard is who paid this man's bond. I also confirm that this man is showing up with security to court dates and court hearings reportedly provided by, allegedly, DJ Mustard, okay? But I don't know, right? Again, I can't confirm that, but this dude don't got no budget for no security, okay? I don't know, right? So the prosecutor says, you not getting manslaughter? Heck no. Now it's set to go to trial. This is where it gets bad for YG. This is where I believe YG is in a world of trouble. See, Frankenstone is already panicking. He's already requesting manslaughter. Hey man, I'll take manslaughter out. Nah. No, he wants to get out of this bad. He wants to get out of jail. The prosecutor says, no, Leon, we want you to do life. This is where it gets bad for YG. Wack 100 broke it down perfectly. Wack 100 says YG is probably going to get arrested and probably going to get caught up. Not because of some type of over mountain evidence they have on him, but because somebody is going to start squealing.
I'm going to go on record. I think there will come a day where YG will be charged.
Really?
And I'm going to tell you why. Whether the truth or a lie, when you got that many people around, that many people possibly involved, a nigga will catch a case way over there and spill the beans or create a lie to get out of it. And I think based on that, there's going to come a day where YG going to be cuffed fighting the case because a so-called homie then says something, whether true or not. I got a lot of homies that did 20, 30 years because a homie just straight lied on homie Lil Buttons. 26 years because the motherfucker, lied on him. He ain't have a gun, he ain't have shit. Because a homie, another Paru, said he did it. They cuffed him. You see what I'm saying? So now it's YG. If he ever get caught up, is he gonna say it wasn't me, it was this dude? That's what it's gonna come down to.
Right.
I do think it's gonna come a day to where one of them dudes, murder ain't got no statute of limitations.
Yeah.
I'm not saying YG did anything. I'm simply saying that it's gonna come a day where one of these dudes is gonna say some shit and it's gonna have him looking crazy.
As long as we're talking theories, I saw a YouTube video about a new conspiracy theory.
Unfortunately for YG, Wack 100 is 100% correct. The dude who allegedly stabbed Draco the Roller in his neck, the dude who everybody is saying did it, eyewitnesses are saying did it, his own homies are telling people he did it, the police believes he did it. The only reason why he's not locked up yet is because nobody cares about him, right? He's already, and on bail for one murder that he's 100% gonna get locked up for. He's on camera doing it, right? You arrest him and now you gotta start the process on actually filing charges. He filed for a speedy trial. Now you don't have time to go ahead and build a conspiracy on other people and put it all together because you gotta worry about this dude's speedy trial. and you can't try him twice. So you gotta wait. He's not the target. They could have been got this dude. They could have been got him locked up on these charges. He's not the target. The racketeering and the conspiracy, that's the charge. That's the target. YG, the head of the fish, that's the target. That's the person they want. And here's how they're gonna do it. This dude committed a murder on camera. He had no bond at first, then they reduced it to $1 million bond thinking he couldn't pay it. DJ Mustard, I was told he paid it, so he got out. But for the most part, 1,000% he's gonna get locked up. He's gonna go to jail. When Frankenstone is in jail doing a life sentence, do you think that Frankenstone, the man who already came into court and says, it was self-defense, he's a West Boulevard crib, he be trying to snatch my chains. Hey, bruh, them over there, they be snatching chains. That's how you go up in the ranks. He already did some telling in court. Do you think if Frankenstone gets this life sentence that he's gonna get, and they come to him and say, hey, man, you already facing this other body, you're already in jail on a life sentence, and you got this other body. How about this, bro? We give you a plea deal, okay, right? With this plea deal, you get to come home within 10 to 15 years. Deal? All right, cool, 10 years. Deal? You think he's walking away from this? You think he's not turned on YG? You think he's not telling on YG? This court date is the beginning of the end because this court date essentially decides how soon trial starts. And as soon as trial starts, and he starts to look at exactly what he's facing, as soon as that guilty verdict comes in, they come into Frankenstone saying, hey, you in here for life. You want to get out early, 10 years? Okay, cooperate against YG. Tell us what happened the exact night that Draco died. Tell us who put y'all up to it. Tell us who paid off the security guard to let y'all in without searching y'all. Tell us everything. And I can almost guarantee you, that man is gonna tell everything. Which is why for the likes of me, I can't even begin to understand why YG continues to feed into their hands. YG understands their objective is the RICO. Because without the RICO, without this conspiracy charge, you're not the one who took the knife and stabbed Draco the Ruler. Frankenstone did it, according to people. So they can't charge you with the murder without the conspiracy, without the RICO. If you understand what they're trying to do, why are you making their job any easier? Like, why? I'm so confused. You understand that multiple gangs were involved. Frankenstone is from BPS. The Neighborhood Pyrus was there. The Bloodstone Villains was there, right? The Treetops was there. The Inglewood Families were there. There's multiple gangs there. They can't charge with the RICO if they don't know what the gang is, because essentially you can't charge a Treetop for a RICO, and then his co-defendants is Inglewood Families, BPS, et cetera, but you can if you believe that there's a gang that has formulated and all those gangs are underneath it. Well, YG went on his IG story and told us the gang. He said, yo, the new gang is B Team. B Team, tap in. The B Team is not a new gang. The B Team is the gang in which they were committing them crimes under when they was at the Once Upon a Time festival and ultimately stabbed and killed Draco. YG just made their job easier, okay? Well, y'all let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this, man. Right? I'm gonna keep you guys updated on exactly what happened tomorrow at court and when we can expect this trial for Draco the Ruler's killer, okay? I'm gonna see you guys in this next video. If you enjoyed this video, click on. I think they just accidentally told us who killed Nolan Wells, and I don't think they even realized it. But everybody is happy and celebrating this newfound information except one person. That person is Officer Tatum. But here's the thing, he got exposed today too. These white folks exposed Officer Tatum's tea. His career is over after this, bruh. Because how can anybody take anything he says seriously after you hear what they just found out about Tatum? Earlier in the day yesterday, Cajun Navy, who by the way is the independent organization who went looking for Nolan and discovered Nolan Wells' body. They don't work for the family of Nolan Wells and they don't work for the friends of Nolan Wells. They are an independent body. They released what they believe is the most likely orders of events leading up to Nolan Wells' death. Starts off that before 3:23 p.m., nobody really knows what took place before 3:23 p.m., but by all accounts, Nolan Wells was alive before 3:23 p.m. The reason why they don't believe that Nolan Wells was dead at this time is because there's like this photo of Nolan Walls in the water surrounded by boats. They're claiming the photo was taken around that time. 427. Now, once the friends got done with the emergency call that we heard, the audio where they were claiming they were sinking, once they got done with that call, and then whatever they had to do with the boat, there's a photo at 4:27 p.m. of them getting ready to go. At 4:31, they had left the island and they were sailing off. At 5 p.m., this is where the nonsense starts right here. This is where the nonsense starts, okay? Now, if we are to believe the friend, again, people, we have to explore different theories because we don't know exactly what took place. If we were to believe the friends and they said, hey, he was not with us, we have no idea where he was, but we ain't do nothing wrong. If we just take that into consideration for a moment, wouldn't these next 4 series of events be a little odd? So they quote unquote left at 4:31 p.m. At 5 p.m., all right, Matthew Lamp states a passenger was pretty certain a person was part of a group that was almost fighting around 5 p.m. He says the Bertram with blue top left shortly afterwards and fast, not believed to be a factor at this time. I beg a differ. And the reason I must beg a differ is because even Tatum, the dude who came out and said there's no evidence of any foul play happening, that Tatum, he was forced to admit through an eyewitness that someone saw Nolan get into a fight or an altercation with somebody else. And they DM'd that person, hey, you're going to jail. I seen what you did. You're going to jail. I seen you and Nolan having that altercation. I seen it. The person who Nolan had the altercation with have not been identified yet. We don't know their names. We don't know when the altercation took place.
There's multiple people involved. People that may have seen Nolan last, but is not being truthful and coming forward as to what they saw, who was with him last. And we have various people that have come out or come to us with the information. And one was sent in a DM honing in on one particular person that may have been in an altercation with Nolan that alluded to the fact that, and I messaged this person because I want to talk directly to the person that I saw the DM from. And we haven't talked to this person yet. But the person said in the DM to another kid that is associated, not any of the kids that I interviewed to talk to, but that could be associated to some degree, that knew Nolan, that this person wrote a message saying, me and my husband saw you arguing with Nolan, and to the effect of you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
That would mean that Nolan Wells was involved in an altercation that's unaccounted for, that has not really been accounted for yet. Nobody is stepping forward to speak on this altercation. We don't know when the altercation took place, how it took place. We know nothing about it. So hence, when you tell me there is also another altercation that's unaccounted for at about 5 p.m., after apparently Nolan Wells was saw around 4:27 p.m., an altercation around 5 p.m., according to y'all, took place. And then by 7:30, nobody knew where Nolan Wells was. Yeah, I will beg a differ when you say, oh, this means nothing. Of course it means something. Nolan Wells was involved in an unaccounted for altercation, and that's being documented by the very people who is anti-conspiracy, who is anti-the family, who is anti-people like myself who believe Nolan Wells was murdered. So those same people is telling you there's an unaccounted for altercation that Nolan Wells was involved in. It was unaccounted for. And it took place right around this time, right around 5. Because by 7:30, by 6 p.m., no, there's no Nolan Wells. He's nowhere in sight. There were people who was actually on the island. They said they left at 7:30. They said, yo, we were one of the last people to leave the island. We would have seen Nolan if if he was there. There was no sighting of Nolan. I can't remember the last time I saw Nolan. Last time I saw him was earlier in the day. But somehow this altercation that was so brutal and so violent and so bad that the people who was involved in it had to hop on their boat and leave immediately. Look right here where it says, right? Look, okay? Matthew Lim states a passenger was pretty certain a person was part of a group that was almost fighting around 5 p.m. He says the Bertram with blue top left shortly afterwards and fast. Now, I don't know why somebody would be leaving in a boat fast. What are you in a hurry for? If you were just involved in a little scuffle on the island, like you not, right? Like there's no police around to arrest you. Like, why are you leaving on that boat super fast? Like, what was the hurry? Like, what was the urgency? Police ain't about to arrest you. They're not there to arrest you. No, you were on the island. Look, you should be able to hop in your boat and sail off. For you to hop in that boat and boom, you were running away from something. Now, I don't know what they were running away from. I honestly don't know what they're running away from. But you can't tell me that's not suspicious, bro. You can't tell me that timeline doesn't give you cause to pause. Now, here's the thing, though. Tatum hates the fact that KJ Navy released this timeline. The very people who claim that they just want to find out what happened to Nolan, we should start race hustling and stop race hustling, stop race grifting, just look at the facts. KJ Navy and independent source put out the facts, and we're looking at the facts, and guess what? They're now upset because they feel like KJ Navy took away from their narrative, and they're feeling the rumors and they're feeling the fire. I'm sorry, bro. This is a neutral, non-biased, company. They just put out the statements of facts, and the statements of facts, yet again, point in the direction of something really bad happened to Nolan Wells.
I'm not going to do that. We reviewed this thing, and it's a nothing burger. I don't even know why the KJ Navy put this out. There's nothing there. Maybe it gives people fodder. They can create a lie because they know you're not going to read 26 pages. But I'm going to have Grant read the synopsis because we went through.
If Tatum is supposed to be neutral and unbiased, why do Tatum react so, he reacted so defiantly against any piece of anything that's being put out that does not perfectly fit his narrative, or a narrative that, that people who think like him is putting out there. And then I saw this video, man, by this wonderful content creator called Jay Marie. And maybe, just maybe, this is the reason why Tatum is so defiant against anything that doesn't fit his narrative and the narrative that he's trying to perpetuate.
Why aren't we seeing footage of them returning that day? We know that Nolan was with them when they left. So why do they have the security cams from that morning, but not that night? Whose grandparents live there? Jax Patalo, whose family owns a pharmacy. It goes back deeper than that because George Patalo Sr., which is Jax's great-grandfather who is deceased, as it turns out, his great-grandfather was appointed and served on the staff of Mississippi Governor Cliff Finch. As you can see, I've confirmed Jax's relation to him. And as it turns out, Cliff Finch, well, he was in the Mississippi House of Representatives from 1960 to 1964 and supported racial segregation and backed the racist governor, to preserve segregation in the state. The federal grand jury conducted a 3-year-long investigation into his administration and several state agencies, and they were all accused of corruption and mismanagement. Finch was never found guilty himself, but some of his aides and appointees were indicted. And those sort of political connections seem to trickle down through the generations, so now we know why the governor got involved. And I started looking into the lawyer that's handling the defamation case from the Bart family. So from 2015 to 2018, he was state director of Americans for Prosperity. Then in 2018 to 2020, he was vice president of Stand Together while being vice president of Americans for Prosperity. Stand Together is a Charles Koch nonprofit, and Americans for Prosperity is a libertarian conservative political advocacy group affiliated with Charles Koch and David Koch. And if you don't know who the Koch brothers are, they're evil. Guess who's one of the major funders for Turning Point USA? Major donors for the Koch brothers also are primary financial pillars for Turning Point USA, specifically their campus operations. And guess who used to serve as the director of urban engagement?
If you tell me that somebody is connected to that person, that's connected to that person and that person and that person, I might tell you, maybe you reach it. But when it comes to Tatum, no. Tatum is so openly contradictory, hypocritical, boldly, blatantly bought out when it comes to this Nolan Wall situation that you have to ask yourself, why? Like, why would somebody risk their integrity, risk their good name, their face card? Why would somebody risk their credibility for something that has nothing to do with him, essentially? But now we know the answer. Now we know. Now we know why they only reached out to Officer Tatum out of everybody. Isn't that strange? They could have reached out to Law and Crime. They could have reached out to TMZ. They could have reached out to a million different outlets. They reached out to Officer Tatum and Officer Tatum only. He's the person they chose to come and sit down with the kids to have a conversation. And now we probably know why they chose him, because they're all connected. They all are connected. Tatum was brought in to do damage control. And I'll be real with y'all, right? I'll be real with y'all. He has done a wonderful job in stirring up white folks. He has done a wonderful job in galvanizing white folks. See, he can't galvanize black folks. We don't respect him. He don't got that cachet. He's like he can't show up and get nothing done. But he has done a beautiful job at galvanizing white folks against Nolan Well's family. The most sickening part about all of this, right, was when Tatum says he's not donating to Nolan Well's GoFundMe because he don't know what happened yet, right? And he has gone on this absolute tirade for the last couple of weeks where he's saying, oh my God, the family is in this for money. Benjamin Crump is in this for money. He has critiqued the fundraiser. He has critiqued the Give, Send, Go. He has critiqued everything about this family raising money after Nolan Well's passed. But here is Tatum reacting to Nolan Well's friends asking for $200,000 on a GoFundMe, on a Give, Send, Go. Here is his reaction to this. Now you're about to witness how biased and just like clearly void of all principle this man is.
So anybody that believes that these boys need legal fees taken care of or whatever else they need, go ahead and support. Go ahead and support. And let me tell you, in my heart of hearts, after reviewing all this stuff and listening to everything, I want to support them. I'm trying to be fair, and I can give them a popularity. I can push it out there and let y'all make an opportunity at it. I'm going to try to be fair until the conclusion of the case that I'm not going to give to either GoFundMe or Give, Send, Goes. But I'm going to tell you what, I'll put it out there if y'all want to support.
There's absolutely nothing fair about what Tatum is doing. Tatum has never shared Nolan Well's GoFundMe or Give, Send, Go. He's never shared any fundraiser belonging for Nolan Well's. Even towards the very beginning, Tatum never shared any GoFundMes for Nolan Well's family to hire, professionals and private investigators and other things. He didn't donate, not once, as he just admitted. He never shared their GoFundMe link, but Tatum is in his comment section sharing the Give, Send, Go link, which just happens to be a Give, Send, Go that's to fund legal fees for them to sue Benjamin Crump and Nolan Well's family. So Tatum is saying, man, well, I'm trying to be fair. I'm not going to give, but if you guys want to give, here's a link. Why you ain't never shared Nolan Well's link? Tatum, you are a despicable human being you are going at some point in life, I don't know when, probably in the afterlife, you're going to have to reap what you're sowing, bro. You're going to have to be accountable for all the evil you're doing on earth. This is just evil. There's no way to put this is just evil. There's no other way to cut it. This is just evil. You're picking and picking and picking and picking and picking at this family. Leave them alone. If you don't want to, don't support, but why continue to talk about them and berate them? They're grieving. Leave them alone. Leave a grieving family alone, bro. Stop it. What's wrong with you? He's talking about, hey, to be fair. Man, ain't nothing fair about this, man. But, let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? Y'all think Tatum is bought out? I think so. What do you guys think about that new timeline? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video, Pooh Shiesty is currently getting exposed on the internet by the most unexpected person. Apparently, this dude was a CO when Pooh Shiesty was in federal prison, And he has some stories about Pooh Shiesty that doesn't make Pooh Shiesty look good at all. As a matter of fact, I feel like the intent of this interview was to make Pooh Shiesty look terrible.
Like it wasn't like I was looking on TMZ. This stupid mother.
That first line tells me it's personal, because why are you calling that man out of his name?
From Shoe, I guess some article got out. I forget what they broke it. I think it was on Gilly. They were talking about that. Shiesty said he was
$1 million worth of game.
No, he was in the million. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. But he said that he was in the middle of a race riot where it was like a 3-on-1 or like 3 Mexicans died.
That never happened.
No.
Now, at first, I think, okay, maybe he's just trying to clear up certain rumors because he works there, right? And he takes the security of the prison pretty seriously. So if somebody comes out of jail and they make up this lie that makes the prison look unsafe, then he's upset and mad. But I quickly found out this dude is not upset about anything principled. This dude is just clout chasing. This is just clout chasing in general. Like this has to disqualify you from ever working as a CEO again, right? Because is this allowed? Like, you work as a CEO, you interact with these people, and then you leave your job and go and gossip on a random podcast about the celebrities who you had to watch. To me, that's just unethical, like completely. So he tells a story on how he believes that Pooh Shiesty is actually soft. Pooh Shiesty was not a gangster in prison. Pooh Shiesty, was actually soft. He did a couple of suspect and sketchy things in prison and questionable things, that should disqualify him from ever claiming to be gangster in the outside world. I'm just sitting back and watching this and thinking, why do a correctional officer care this much to go on a podcast and speak this passionately about Pooh Shiesty's street credibility? Why do you care?
Bro, what the if that happened at Victorville, the most notorious federal prison, that in Beaumont, is this, yeah. 1000%. If 3 motherfuckers died there, like if there was what he said, a race riot, that should have been on So he was a wheelchair pusher for a BMF associate. So when he's a wheelchair pusher, like, what he's there for. Like, he's paying for protection. Magically, he was only on the yard for a couple months. He got popped on a UA, and he went to SHU. And when he served his time, his DS time for being there for a failed drug test, he refused to go back out to the yard. In that world, it doesn't matter if you're a gangster. It doesn't matter whatever world you go by. When you're done with your segregation time, you're supposed to walk the yard. It doesn't matter if you are about your. If you don't have a bad jacket, you're supposed to hit that mother and you go out to the compound. That's what prison is.
Everything about clowns like this disgusts me. Like, I'm absolutely disgusted at this behavior. I'm disgusted, bro. First off, I don't give a damn if Pooh Shiesty was scared, if he was gangster in prison. I don't care, bro. Right? But you know what I don't care about? I don't care about the police telling me what gangster is. Sir, you are a literal cop. You are an officer. You are an officer, sir. Why are you so infatuated with street credibility? You are a cop. You are a cop. Yo, this man is talking like, oh, nah, bro, you supposed to walk the line. Yeah, you supposed to be gay. Nah, you know what you signed up for? Bro, you a police officer. What are we talking about here, bro? Yo, if you look at Pooh Shiesty file for, in your words, doing police activity, then how do you view yourself? How do you view people like you? This is sickening. This is disgusting. This is some nasty work, bruh. But we know dudes like this, bruh. We know these type of white boys, man. Bro, they grew up with like 2 black friends, and all of a sudden they think that they are part of the cookout. They can come to the barbecue. They can get down with the get down. Yeah, they know what's happening, yo. Man, hey, bruh. Yo, Pooh Shiesty gotta find a way to sue the living heck out of this dude, bruh. And you can even see how he's talking with like the profanity and the cussing. If Pooh Shiesty was in front of him, I guarantee you he wouldn't do this. Like, he probably felt bold and powerful in prison, so he could probably talk how he talked. But if Pooh Shiesty was in front of him, do you think this white boy is saying what he's saying? Do you think he's being as disrespectful as he's being? I don't think so, like at all, at all. So now he tells a story of how Pooh Shiesty refuses to leave PC or to leave wherever he was at. And because he did that, they considered it PC or they considered it rolling up.
Up anymore, you can go back out to the yard and you say no, you're checking the that's asking for protective custody. Whether you say I want help or protect me please, when you say I'm not going anywhere, that's unofficially saying I need help. And he kept refusing. So I think it's every 30 days. It's a certain amount. I forget. I don't want to say, or it's every 90 days. One of those, they have to serve him again. It's a shot to get him to kick out. We're ordering you out. This is what you're going to get. And I think it's 307, like refusing programming or refusing an order. I remember a little bit, but just something simple like that. That's all you need, a 300 series. And they keep stacking it and stacking and stacking it. It builds up and they ship him somewhere else. So that tells you he was no good when he got out. So not only were you no good while you were in, you were definitely no good when you came back out after you went in there bragging about something you were not. You were a wheelchair pusher for a BMF associate, and you ran with the Muslims.
There's been questions about Pooh Shiesty's paperwork. There's certain things like the proffer and other things of that sort. But all his co-defendants, I guess, agreed that they all agreed to the proffer. They all agreed to what was going to be in the proffer. They all agreed to what Pooh Shiesty was going to take credit for and what they were going to take credit for. They all agreed, you know, on exactly what was going to happen before they all signed up for the proffer or they all pled guilty. So, like, you know, I've seen a few people like try to bring it up or try to accuse Pooh Shiesty of being a rat. But for the most part, Pooh Shiesty like kind of overcame the rat accusations, and dare I say he kind of proved it wrong. He kind of proved he didn't tell. He kind of proved he didn't rat. But this dude would insinuate that Pooh Shiesty was no good. His paperwork wasn't straight, and that's why he didn't want to walk the main line, because that paperwork wasn't good and wasn't straight. This, and as you listen to this, I want to remind you, this is a police officer saying this. This is an officer saying this, bruh. If Pooh Shiesty is police for taking a plea deal, then what do we call you? How should we treat you? Right? Yo, there's certain like professions, man, like, I don't know, bro, like correctional officers, doctors, nurses. I feel like there should be at least some form of secrecy, some form of NDAs involved, bruh. Like, we know like doctors got HIPAA laws, but there should be some oath to secrecy involved here, bruh. A correctional officer shouldn't get, right, like the power and the authority to rule over somebody when they're in their most vulnerable moment. Because jail is somebody's most vulnerable moment. Jail is when somebody is at their lowest. You don't get to rule over somebody or right, or like work with somebody or run them when they are at their lowest and then come out and spill all their gossip and spill everything. Like, this is just terrible. I look at you as a foul human being. Nobody gives a damn what you think about Pooh Shiesty. He's a rat. He's not a rat. Nobody cares. We're looking at you flawed more than we're looking at Pooh Shiesty. Now, what he says in regards to Pooh Shiesty being scared to walk the main line, like, I don't think so, bro. But Pooh Shiesty paperwork checked out for the most part. And also, bro, Pooh Shiesty took that plea deal, what, like 3 years into him being incarcerated? So that plea deal will have nothing to do with Pooh Shiesty walking the main line the first 3 years, right? Now, he also tried to shame Pooh Shiesty for converting to Muslim, claiming that he only did it for protection. Yeah, a lot of people do. Who give a damn, right? Yo, I would take this more seriously if somebody who was in jail with Pooh Shiesty come out and exposes Pooh Shiesty for being soft, for ducking smoke, et cetera, et cetera. Then we can have a conversation. I don't take nothing seriously coming from a CO who wants to be a gangster, from a white boy who wants to be black. I'm not taking nothing this man says seriously.
But he ran with the Muslims?
Yes.
All right, break down what running with a Muslim means in prison.
They're not officially a gang. It's kind of like how the Paisas are with the Mexican mafia or the Sureños. If you're not a homie, you're falling in, you're a resident. Like, you have to have some type of people. You went Muslim for protection.
Yeah.
You fall in line with a Muslim car inside prison because Allah forgives all. I don't give a who that rubs wrong. I don't care how people take that.
It's a hard fact. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I don't have anything against Muslims.
Me either, not at all.
I actually think religion is a good thing for people.
I have a friend that's a living embodiment of
but
what a Muslim
the
is.
stone
Like, he
cold
lives
truth
it to
is
the
that
T.
many people who have sex offenses become Muslims in prison for protection.
Yes.
Because when they get out, they're not Muslim. So
that tells you that Shiesty went Muslim for protection.
yeah. So, and now it's
around them all the time, right? Like, I may be the loudest person. I may be talking the most. I may be one of the most violent COs that people know because I respond to, but I'm also that mother that's always around. I'm always laughing. I'm always talking. I'm always filling out the environment. I'm always around. I'm here. So that's kind of what I was addicted to. So like I would sit there and like I put my foot on one of the bench, Shiesty missed a layup, and I was yeah. So and I'm like, oh, so when you're talking about a shooter, you definitely weren't talking about basketball because he talks about being a shooter in all his music. So like this little corny, but his interactions with us on a day-to-day basis, there was nobody that he may have given attitude to, but this was nobody. You know, so like when you see that video, like I understand why he has all those people. I understand why guns make people feel tough. That's all I saw from that. So there's a lot of people that are really gangsters with or without guns, and you know that in prison. You know who the are real.
After he left, was there talk on the compound about him or his?
Oh, there was talk since he got there. Like everyone thought he was arrested, especially when he didn't come back out. Listen, he was paying for protection. I think he didn't come back out because his Spotify streams were made. That was when Gucci was cutting a bunch of people off his label at that time.
This man is a super fan, bro. He is a super fan. You imagine saying that Pooh Shiesty is a nobody when the highlight of your life is being his correctional officer in prison. This man knows about Gucci Mane, knows about Pooh Shiesty streams numbers, how much streaming he was doing. Bro, you are a super fan. And I can almost guarantee when you guys was in prison, you was on that man's you know what, bruh. Right? You was D-rodding to the max. You was not popping it like this, bruh. You was not talking like this, bruh. You was trying to be that man's friend. Right? You was D-rodding, man. Yo, bruh. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Don't hire super fans in any profession where they might have to work with celebrities. This dude is a fan. This man knows his music. This man knows his stream numbers. This man knows who he's song to. He knows the drummer with. Oh, my God. This is nasty work, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, bruh. What y'all think, man? Right? Do y'all believe anything he has to say about Pooh Shiesty? Do y'all believe that Pooh Shiesty rolled it up, man? Do y'all think that Pooh Shiesty was moving scary in prison? Now, Shiesty is back, right? But yo, the comment where he says Pooh Shiesty was a nobody is still rubbing me the wrong way, bruh. Now, Pooh Shiesty is obviously back in jail. But compare the 4 to 5 months that Pooh Shiesty was free. Compare what Pooh Shiesty accomplished in those 4 to 5 months to this dude's entire life. I can almost guarantee Pooh Shiesty is more accomplished in 5 months than he ever was. Man, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here to find out how K. Michelle just exposed and humiliated her poor husband. I'm going to see you guys in this video right here somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace. Chud's racist homie is having a very terrible day. He just got humiliated for the entire world to see. And that's because he decided, right, that he's done, with his slop, low denominator, racist content. And he wants to try his hand at being a thought leader, being somebody who can articulate ideas. So he brought all of his ideas and put it under interrogation for the world to see. And this dude got absolutely embarrassed. You don't really get to see how dumb these people are until you see them try to articulate and argue their particular positions.
Hey guys, it's Jake Lang here, and my prompt today is that only married women with children should vote. Repeal the 19th.
This kid's face represents all of our emotions. Like, it really encapsulates all of our emotions. Bigots and hateful clowns like Jake Lang are meant to be laughed at. Like, you are meant to laugh at somebody like this, bro. They're not meant to be taken seriously. Right? These are clowns. They're idiots, okay? Like, what type of serious person is really even entertaining a conversation like that? What? Like, women shouldn't vote? What? Yo, back when we were a proper society, people like this are literally pushed to the crevices of society and left there. But it's 2026. They get to rage bait. They get to spew dumb ideas like this, and they get attention for it, which is why he probably thinks he's smart. But when he meets somebody, now again, I can't even like vouch for this kid's intelligence because I don't know him. Right? This is my first clip I've seen of him. But when you sit in front of somebody who's normal, normal should just be the requirement, these ideas usually crumble. Now, let's hear Jake Lang defend why women don't deserve the right to vote.
And I'm David Mauricio, a liberal progressive, and I clearly disagree with this crazy.
So, you're 20 years old.
Yeah.
You're not a Christian.
No.
And you think that the way that women are voting, like the result of Zoran Mandami, a nuclear family.
So you want to do, consider, you pride yourself on being an American patriot, right?
Amen, of course.
For example, you say that you were attacked because of your First Amendment beliefs, correct?
Always, literally, I mean, within the last 2 weeks, just outside the BET Awards.
I'm not asking for all that. I'm not asking for all that,
I mean,
bro.
everyone in the world saw them chimp out on me.
No one saw it, bro. So I think it's important to recognize that the 19th Amendment is in the Constitution, correct? And it grants, what did it do?
Well, it granted women's suffrage.
Exactly, right? And the 14th Amendment, there's a particular clause that doesn't allow for the government to, I guess, treat individuals differently based on a set of characteristics. So don't you think, I'm talking. So in the Constitution, I'm assuming, again, you said you're very offended because you were persecuted for your First Amendment rights. Don't you think this is a bit of hypocrisy? I mean, do you respect the Constitution or do you only pick and choose whenever amendments have a lot?
But of course, okay, of course it's hypocritical, bro. Of course. It lacks a logical foundation. Of course it's hypocritical. Of course it's a contradiction to call yourself, right, a constitutional conservative while also asking to ignore aspects of the Constitution. These people do not have any foundation to their beliefs, right? Their beliefs are white folks are superior, everybody else isn't, and everybody else should be second-class citizen. It's simple as that, okay? Now, he comes with the woman thing thinking he's cooking. Like, Faye, listen, bro. Yo, you know who I trust voting, right? More than I trust Jake Lang voting. I probably trust the average woman more than I trust Jake Lang. Bro, Jake Lang has racked up, I don't know, a couple felonies. Bro, in about like 2 or 3 years, Jake Lang won't be able to vote anyways, right? Like, ain't Jake Lang like currently out on bond for terroristic threats to Carmelo Anthony? Like, Jake Lang was on like $1 million bond. They reduced it to $250. So Jake Lang himself barely got the right to vote. He won't have the right to vote in a couple years. And I would trust the average woman any day, right, over a lunatic who goes from state to state to state to state to state to state, causing trouble and getting his butt whooped voluntarily. I would trust a woman voting over a man who was literally arrested and put in jail for 5 years for treason, right? He tries to take over the country during the insurrection. Right? So Jake Lang is not somebody you take seriously, nor is he somebody who's able to even articulate this idea. Listen, bro, this is like a really terrible idea, but there are some people who at least are able to articulate why they believe the 19th Amendment should not exist, right? Jake Lang isn't one of them. He's somebody who's trying to LARP as an individual, but we all see him as like, come on, bro, like he's a clown show. So here is Jake Lang doing his best impression of what an intellectual should sound like, but he's just falling short of it every time.
Out of respect for...
We are, listen, we are...
Here we go. The state-mandated girlfriend you want, right? Because you can't get...
no idea what that means.
Yeah. Well, you want to force women into marriage with you and have kids with you. That's why.
No,
that's why.
I don't know if you know my background, but I was a club promoter in New York City.
Yeah, you had a failing modeling agency. You're also a college dropout. Yeah, I know your background.
Yeah, before I became, a Christian and a right-wing activist, I had
right-wing terrorists.
I had no problem with women. Let's
be honest, right? Let's be honest. I mean, the First Amendment protects the right to lie.
Fighter.
Do y'all find it odd how like all the right-wing weirdos are like even mimicking like Donald Trump mannerisms? All right, I never had a problem with women. All right, it's like they're mimicking. Like I don't know, bruh. That's just an observation, though. Maybe I'm wrong. After listening to Jake Lang go on and babble, like literally just babble about whatever the F he wanted to babble about, because he wasn't staying on topic. He didn't really know how to articulate. He didn't really know what a debate was. He really had like no structure, no facts, no nothing. Like it got to a point where Jake Lang just started just spewing shit, like just spewing slogans, right? Like whatever like the MAGA slogan was, he was starting to spew it. Like he was just spewing the MAGA slogans whenever he could, and the kid kind of just got sick and tired of it, bro, and called him out. Like, bro, like, are you gonna stop saying slogans and actually give something I could actually debate with, bro? Because right now this is a massacre. Another thing that he did during his interview is he tried to act like he was some leader of a movement, and the kid did a very good job at kind of like embarrassing him whenever he tried to bring it up. Like even like this clip right here where he claims, oh, they're about to take over the country. It's going to be a movement. And the kid kind of brought up like, bro, your last rally had like 10 people. Like you are not a factor. Like you are a literal minority. Like you are not somebody nobody takes seriously.
Not done, bro.
You have not seen the wrath of the white man when we rise. You have
what
not
are you
seen.
going to come up with 2 baseball bats this time?
Oh, man, we took the Capitol out of single shot fired. Imagine if we... Imagine if we get together. Who's your president? Who's your daddy, baby? Okay? Whose border is...
Okay, name a single crime Muslims committed in this country.
How about the 2 bombs that were just thrown at me in New York City by ISIS terrorists? I mean, you're handing these to me.
Wait, but that sounds really bad, right? Throwing bombs, pipe bombs?
No, they were nail bombs with THC.
January 6th, there was people
bombs
with guns
at January 6th by some female cop or some black guy. I mean,
name them. Give me evidence of anything that you're saying.
There was a female cop that was his number 1 suspect.
What was her name?
I don't remember these people.
You know, you're an idiot.
No, I know macro level what's right. I know righteous things.
The right American norms. What you want to do is write on an entire class of people, get rid of equal protections so you can dominate them and stop people from disagreeing with you.
They're acting like children.
Articulate yourself.
They keep on touching a stove and they go and they keep burning their hand and
slogans. It's the most, it lacks substance. You don't have a
This is what parents.
You hate this country.
What people in
you
a
show up to the
position of
Capitol
authority go.
with a metal bat and you assault police officers because you're a coward little
against Democrat usurpation.
Like what?
Usurpation.
Like what?
Communist, Marxist
bullshit. No. I want the slogans. What is it that the Donald Trump administration, when he had his FBI in power, found about January 6th? Was there election interference?
Yes, there was.
Okay, give me evidence.
How about 2,000 mules? 2,000 mules. I saw it with my own eyes.
No,
yes, I did. What do you mean? I saw freaking like whole
where's the
entire
investigation by
mailbags.
Donald Trump?
It's coming. Don't worry.
It's coming.
Whoever brought Jake Lang for a serious academic debate, you won't be forgiven for your sin. But I'm glad we have this interaction because now you see what real people think about Jake Lang, bro. The kid is like completely marking him out, calling him a B to his face, calling him a weird. Because this is how you're supposed to treat people like Jake Lang. Jake Lang is an absolute nutso. Now this next part, I love it, bro. I love it, right? Now outside of us just seeing like the hypocrisy, right? Because even like at some point during that interaction, like we just saw, he claimed that he left the police. The kid brought up, how do you left the police when you brought a literal bat to the Capitol to beat up like the literal police? Like y'all literally assaulted the police officers at the Capitol. You don't like the police. You don't like law and order. You are a felon. So that was an amazing point for him to say, right? Now it continues. Now this is where you really start to see the personal attacks, where he really begins to dig in and deconstruct Jake Lang as a person. Jake Lang, because he's like a white nationalist, he's like a make-believe white nationalist, he's like a racist, and his audience are white nationalists, right? So he hides his Jewish roots, right? He hides it. Like his mom is Jewish, so he hides his Jewish roots because he wants to be a part of the white nationalist cult. And the kid calls him out on it to his face. Now, peep how Jake Lang try to hide his Jewish roots by claiming that his mom was a white Jewish. Now, if you know anything, right, about being Jewish, you are only Jewish if your mom is Jewish. Like if you were birthed by a Jewish woman, you are Jewish. Hard stop. No matter what your quote unquote religion, you are Jewish. Hard stop. Right? If your mom is not Jewish, but your dad is, you aren't considered Jewish. So Jake Lang is literally, by definition, a Jewish man, but he goes above and beyond not to claim himself as Jewish because he don't want to ruin like his piggy bank and his audience, who for the most part are anti-Semites, are bigots, are racist. They're the most despicable human beings on planet Earth.
This Jewish woman who's not.
You gotta throw the white in to make it sound better,
Well,
right?
she
I don't have a
is. I
problem
mean,
with Jewish
it's
people.
just
You're a
secular. I've
fucking
never
loser.
been inside a Jewish temple in my life. I was born and raised a Christian man. Okay? Guess what happens then?
I'm curious.
The
Do you think,
reckoning day
do you
is
think
coming.
the death of Alex Purdy was justified?
Of course.
Okay, why?
Because he's an insurrection.
Stop talking.
How many
God
Somalis
damn.
is too many, David?
There's like 250. So you say that Muslims are coming to this country, Democrats are coming to this country to dominate women, to rape women, to be pedophiles like Prophet Muhammad, to destroy our Constitution, to destroy America.
Yes.
And this
Take
entire
our gun
time,
rights and
stop
take our
fucking
freedom of
talking.
speech.
Holy shit.
You missed a couple things that they're doing.
Okay, this entire time, all I've seen is you be a hypocrite loser. You want to get rid of the Equal Protections Clause. You want to dominate.
These are.
These are text messages. That's your right.
That's not mine.
Oh, that's not your Instagram?
Not, I did not send any of those. This
really?
is bullshit Groyper phishing hoax.
Oh, they fake those
yes.
too, or what?
Yes,
Oh.
this is a bullshit hoax.
Oh, so every attack on you is fake?
No, there's plenty of legitimate attacks on me, like the bombs
Like
being
when
thrown
you-
at me, like my head being split open in Minneapolis. Those are legitimate attacks.
These look
but
pretty
these
real
are
to me.
character attacks.
When do you turn 16?
This bullshit.
Jake Lang is Jewish, but that's the thing. He should be proud of his heritage. There's nothing wrong with being Jewish. Like, you should be proud to be a Jewish man. Yo, how do you like literally reject your ancestry? I can't even begin to fathom the state of mind that I have to be to where I would reject my ancestry. I would literally reject my forefathers. I would reject the people who literally gave me life because I want to placate and grift and LARP as a bunch of losers online who hate people like me. Like, why would you do such a thing? Like, what type of human being are you? This makes no sense. Well, yo, there's a picture of Jake Lang literally kissing the wall in full garb. Jake Lang started shaving down his beard because when he grows out the full beard and seeing how dark it is, you could see this is is clearly a man. And I'll be real with y'all, I don't even think he's like a European Jew. If you see Jake Lang grow out his beard, you will see he's literally like Middle Eastern. Now, this next part, he got Jake Lang. Oh, so Jake Lang goes and he claims he don't like Muslims because Muslims are terrorists and they're pedos, right? So the kid brought up the fact that he was at January 6th, so that makes Jake Lang a terrorist. And then the kid brought up, like the messages, which I'll be real, I'm shocked the kid even went this far because this was supposed to be some type of like civil debate. So a couple of months ago, we covered this on this channel. Jake Lang was hit up by a decoy. The decoy was posing as somebody underage. The decoy tells Jake Lang, hey, I'm one, right? I can't say the age on YouTube due to guidelines, but she tells Jake Lang, hey, I'm one. Jake Lang, who don't give a F, continue to have the conversation with her, continue to entertain it. Now, he eventually, I guess, he started to get suspicious. He claims, hey, listen, I can't see you at this age, but in 4 months when you are 1'6", let's meet up. Let me fly you out, all right? Which I'm like, come on, bruh. Like, son, like, what's wrong with you, bruh? Now, it was Jake Lang they were messaging. It was his Instagram account. He then, like, transitioned to text messages. Jake Lang then proceeds to say, after admitting, by the way, all right, that it was him, Jake Lang then continued to say, hey, they messaged my Instagram, but I got interns who run my Instagram, so it wasn't me, which, come on, bruh. Sir, like, come on, sir. Like, come on, sir.
What
Everybody
state do you
knows
live
that.
in?
It's been freaking Alex
Arizona.
Rosen, the #1 predator
just moved
hunter
here.
in the country, could prove that it was false, okay?
Really?
Alex Rosen came out of my defense, so don't start with this bullshit.
Alex
Groyper
Rosen,
hoax.
wasn't he the loser at the what's that guy's
Alex,
name?
yes, Chud the Builder. We
Yeah, I'm not
stand
gonna listen to
together.
that
Stand
fat fucking
together,
loser
okay?
racist, bro.
No, he's not
So,
a racist. He's
I
a
just
man
turned
that stands
30,
up for
honey.
children.
Why you up? Well, maybe you should do
stands
an
up-
investigation into you.
No, he did. This is
nice
bullshit.
and IDK. I be a night owl. I might be too young for you, Lowell. You said how old are you, baby?
I didn't send
Unless
any of
you're
these
18,
messages.
I don't
This
care.
is ridiculous.
Well, then you said when do you turn 16? You
I
just
didn't
want a
send
little girl.
any of these
so in reality,
messages.
you're just like Prophet Muhammad or
is-
whatever.
no.
You're a terrorist, pedophile piece of shit that hates this country.
Am I a fan of clowns like this being platformed? I'm not. Am I a fan of seeing them get embarrassed? I am. this was, if y'all haven't seen this, this was one of the most embarrassing debates I've ever watched in my life.
Can't lie, chat. I'm happy I clicked on this. Not like that, man. I'm not racist at all. But when I see racist people that just act like black people are just monkeys and we are disgusting and what are we doing on this earth? Yes, I'm happy when they get done like this. Yes, I definitely am. I am. Yes.
This dude got no business trying to LARP as an intellectual. He's clearly not. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why exactly, all right, this racist podcaster cries in bed. I got some news this morning that really warmed my heart. See, I heard through the grapevine that this racist Mexican podcaster finally received his karma. And it's something I feel like we should all celebrate. We should all be happy. This dude is finally reaping the karma that he sowed. And I say Mexican, by the way, very loosely, because he don't represent, all right, the real Mexicans. This dude showed us his ancestry test. He's 53% European Jewish. 53% European. 53% Jewish. But yet he's out here repping. He's Mexican. He's Rasa. He's a Hispanic. Bro, you are a white man. And he masquerades as a white man and then say things like this about black people and act like he can say these things because he's brown and his black and brown pride. Now, there's countless of examples as to why black people don't like this dude. Watermelon Joe. Like, there's countless. But his most recent transgression was the Blueface situation.
Okay. Can we really talk about this Blueface Jenny 6ix9ine situation, please?
I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary. Yeah.
It's in the news.
Is the air conditioner down, or did we just get hot in here?
It's back up.
Is it back
it's
up?
back on. I feel like it just cranked on right now.
Okay. Okay. Good. Can you crack that door, please?
So Blueface is just like hot right now. Like anything.
But do you think he's a good-looking dude? A black dude? African American? Booty scratcher? African American? Booty scratcher? African American? Booty scratcher? African
Wow, bro, did he just really say that? That's crazy because I heard about this, but I never ended up watching it. I was never tuned into it. Wait, that is crazy. Did he just say African booty scratcher, bro? Wow, bro, I remember people saying that as a kid when I was young. Like, that's 'cause I really remember Latino people, like, saying that to me, like, as a kid. I never really, like, I wasn't mad. I just was like, yeah, whatever. Like, you weird. Like, you feel me? But that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. He would say that publicly. So you know what he say in private. I just want to say that on record. We know what you say in private now. We really know you now. If you gonna just say it lightly like that, like that's crazy. That's like somebody dissing and said, like, was saying, saying the egg, the egg, toast, and grits instead of just saying ramp. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, use a mark. Use a mark.
American? Booty scratcher?
No comment. I don't really.
Come on.
I don't
There's
really
an
look at
answer.
it.
I mean, do you swing both ways? Do you like black dudes?
No.
No? Why not?
No. Pino Code 13.
Oh!
Do you think that's why everybody is mad at Jenny 6ix9ine because of that?
I mean, I'm not mad at her. To me, it's like she's getting where she fit in. To me, I mean, if you want to make money and do whatever you got to do, because he's hot right now, why wouldn't you do some collaboration with him?
So
I mean,
no
I'm
shame
not
in the
mad at her.
game. No shame in the game.
It's not. I mean, that's Jenny. That's what she's gonna do. She likes to twerk. That's her MO. I mean, what did you expect from her?
She a baddie, huh?
Yeah.
She a baddie.
She's hot.
Would you hit that?
Nah.
Okay, that's right. You said you don't swing both ways. No. I was trying to catch you on the. trying to catch you slipping. I thought you don't swing both ways.
But Blueface. I mean, he got out of prison and just became an even higher celebrity than.
Because he's ghetto. Because he's ghetto.
He chose to double down in his racism. He started posting weird stuff like this, like memes of the KKK and videos of the KKK. Now, I know this video is a Dave Chappelle video, but this dude ain't never posted the KKK, was never posting memes involving the KKK. As soon as he pissed off black people, now all of a sudden, he's a fan of the KKK. He even posted this weird video of essentially a black man robbing a Mexican. So this is like a white supremacist like cartoon, where the cartoon, the premise of it is to say that black folks never take accountability. Black folks are perpetual victims. Black folks are race baiters, et cetera, as if none of the gripes that black folks have, you know, are valid, and they're just going around looking for trouble and looking for victimhood. So again, I'm not even going to play the video because, you know, there's no point. He then pretty much confirmed exactly the reason why he posted that cartoon, because afterwards he posted, which race always quick to cry racism while always being racist? Don't worry, I'll wait. Yo, my whole thing is like, even if you want to bring up this part or if you have gripes against black people, cool. But do you think the best way to express it is by calling black folks booty scratchers? It's kind of like robbing a bank, and then once you get caught robbing a bank, you then say, but y'all been stealing from us with predatory loans for all these years. I can't rob the bank one time? Bro, like, you said something that was wrong. It was flagrant, and you can't really explain yourself out of it other than, man, I apologize, bro. It was a stupid joke. The last part of that caption, you ain't done nothing for the homies, so we don't owe you nothing. Talking about black folks ain't done nothing for Mexicans, so hence he don't owe us nothing. Yeah, we're not asking for anything. We just don't want you, you know, to call us slurs and be racist. So after doing all of that, Lucky came back on the internet to announce, you know, that he's been going through some things, man. And one of those things being his podcast studio in which he disrespected black folks and got burned down. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. You know, the white nationalists are already like in the comment section, see, black folks don't want her to be violent. No, it had nothing to do with black folks. Apparently, this dude is not liked within his own community, and his own community burned it down. But we can still celebrate the karma, can't we? Right? So here is Lucky, you know, talking about, you know, his studio being burned down, man, and looking for outright sympathy. We ain't got it for you, sir.
Stocks, and it's Loca, your co-host. And we're here in K-Town, and I'm here to try the Don Chilaquiles. I heard they're fire, so we're about to find out, and I'm here with the homie Lucky, the legend Lucky. So I just want to know what's going on with the studio, man. It's just crazy what we found out, and I'm really devastated, but we're gonna get back up, and we just want to know what's going on, Lucky.
Well, I'm gonna leave it in God's hand. I'm gonna leave it within the community of how we get back up. You know what I mean? If we see some signs in the road, or if there's an overwhelming abundance of supporters that want us to get back up and keep moving, then I'll take that as a sign from God as well, you know. But everything, like I said, happens for a reason, you know. This is a blessing in disguise. Sometimes we don't know, you know, why certain things are happening, but I believe this is in God's working, and when he speaks, we need to listen, you know. Right. Real shit, you know. Is it devastating? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's my baby, you know what I mean? It's something that I've been fertilizing for 7 years to grow, and it's helped out a lot of people, you know. Break my heart a little bit at first, but at the same time, it gave me a sense of relief to know that it's time to regroup and redirect.
And elevate, definitely. Yes.
You know, if elevation in that space is what God wants, you know, then elevation in that space is what we'll do, you know.
And what I tell you last time, for every breakdown, there's a breakthrough. And I truly believe in that. Truly believe in that.
No, 100%, and I love that you said that too. And just to, you know, just keeping it 100%, and sometimes loving or hating with what one person says.
Don't y'all hate it when the worst person you know, the literal worst person you know, can't keep God out of their mouth? when God washed away Sodom and Gomorrah, that was for a purpose, right? When God burned down, right, the Hoodstock studio. Sorry, not Hoodcock, but Hoodstocks. When God burned down the Hoodcock studio, I said it. So what? Right? It's for a purpose. It's because you are a evil. Bro, Lucky is truly one of the worst human beings I've ever had the unfortunate experience of witnessing online. This dude is truly terrible. When after that Blueface incident you guys just heard, he changed his profile picture to a Klansman. He changed his profile picture to a Klansman to further provoke black folks. See, a lot of these people, bro, they can't really get motion without trying to integrate the black community at some point. That's what Lucky did. Now, the only thing I feel bad for is all the black folks who went and sit down with him after he did this. Akon, I see you. Akon went and sit down with him. Now, I don't think Akon really realized or knew like this dude's history. I blame the black dudes around Akon who brought Akon to this dude after what he did to our community, but they did it, so what, right? They did it, right? It was like disgusting, but I guess, right? Like, you can never rely on black folks on the West Coast, especially like gang. You can never rely on gang members on the West Coast, not even black folks, but gang members on the West Coast to be on code. Gang members are never on code with us, bruh. This man disrespected us in fashions and ways I've never seen anybody do before, especially in like the LA podcast and hip hop scene. And black folks turned right around and gave him the biggest interview of his career, Akon. So he breaks down exactly how he lost his studio, right? Now, this particular video you just saw is the second video. This is the first video of him breaking it down. In the second video, he admits that he's distraught, he's sad, he's upset. In the first video, he tries to play it off because he understands his enemies right now are celebrating. But here is him explaining exactly how the studio burned down.
With that said, love and respect to everyone that's reached out, what they love and they respect and they support for Hoodstocks, you the real ones. 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning, bzz, bzz, bzz. You know the cell phone thing, right? You know, it's going off the hook. Trying to get my lazy ass up, open it up. I got 100 texts. Pepita's blowing me up, and the owner of the building's blowing me up. So I said, something's not right. Talk to the owner. The owner says, sir, the building is on fire. Please get there as soon as possible. Get some coffee in me. Wash my balls, brush my teeth. I head over there. Place is surrounded, taped off by fire engines and spectators and insurance companies and safety building code and you name it, they're there. Talked to the police chief, the captain, one running the show, and he got my information, and he basically said, hey, it's an ongoing investigation. They got the fire out. They got everything they need to put together to conclude the investigation. And he said something that had to do with maybe a cigarette butt in the stairwell. Started in the stairwell, our studio's next to the stairwell. The fire started in the stairwell, went into our studio, fire, smoke, water damage in the studio. Studio is totaled. Hoodstock studio is done with, 100% done with. They put a red tag on that shit that it's not safe to be in there at all. Not landlord, owner of the building already refunded me my deposit. First and last, all the above. Everything is done with in their Hoodstock studio is done with, man. You know what I mean? We've had a problem with the homeless population. Sometimes we got to kick them out. Meth heads, crack heads, them dudes that fold over like a lawn chair. Yeah, them heads. Sometimes they just trying to get some rest. I get it, dog. I know how it is. I've been fucking in the dirt, homie. I might have smoked some dope in the stairwell too one time. I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm just saying anything could happen. Anything is possible. Anybody could have left a cigarette right there that lights a stairwell. How do you light a stairwell on fire, dog? Anyways, that's where the fire department's gonna figure that shit out, and we're gonna get the report and we're gonna see what it is. But as of now, I'm doing absolutely nothing, dog. I'm not overly stressed. I'm not overly anything. You know, I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna let God take control and tell me where I need to go. Do I continue podcasting? I continue podcasting, dog. But right now, I'm big chilling, dog. I'm chilling, homie. I had a long day. I had to try to recover some things that were salvageable in there. That wasn't fun. But luckily, Playboy Eddie's painting made it out of there somehow, some way.
please don't keep podcasting. We good, all right? We good, okay? We got Haters World, right? Haters World gonna hold it down for the Raza. Hater World gonna hold it down for the Hispanics, man. We is good off of you. Yo, you know why I think Hater World is a better alternative than this dude? I'll break it down for you, okay? See, Hater World still stands up for his people. Hater World is still militant when it comes to his people. Hater World still has pride in his people. Hater World call it down the line, okay? When I made my video about Phoenix flexing, Hater World says, nah, Flacco, you hating on the Raza. That's not cool. And Haters World expressed his thought and stood on business. I didn't take it personally. That's my brother. If my brother have that's a you feel me? Like I take it personally. Like that's my brother. He stands up for his people. But when some racist dude came out and began calling black folks certain names, Hater World was the first platform to come on his video, to come on his platform on Instagram, on YouTube, and call that person out and said, this is not right, this is not cool, this is foul. So you could still be proud of your people and stand up for your people while also not being hateful. See, Hater World will call out black people if he feels like they're having certain opinions that's not fair to his people, as he should. He should ride for his people, just like we're gonna ride for ours. But we also shouldn't promote hatred and bigotry at all. So yeah, you know, sayonara. Goodbye, hood stocks. Hater World is the new platform now, okay? Now, I know there's gonna be some weirdos be like, oh, Flacco trying to divide the roster. Oh, Flacco trying to do, no, right? Me and Haters World been cool way before this dude thing broke down, okay? Way before. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video and you wanna watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen, to find out why exactly I believe that Nolan Wells' friends just crossed the line of no return. I'm gonna see you guys in this Nolan Wells video. I'm out of here, folks. Nolan Wells' frenemies have lost their mind. They have lost their absolute mind. At this point, I can no longer call them friends with good conscience. This is just not normal. So Warren Husson, the dude who sat down with Officer Tatum for that disastrous interview, who claims to be Nolan Wells' best friend, his parents just did something today that has pissed off a lot of people, including myself. This is absolutely horrible. According to Officer Tatum himself, by the way, Warren was one of Nolan's friends who did not do the lie detector test when everybody else did, when everybody else volunteered to do it.
Told me that all the boys except one, which is Warren, I believe, took a polygraph test. All of them did not have lawyers and did it and cooperated with police. Warren also cooperated with police. I just believe he didn't take a lie detector test, but Warren is the young man that I interviewed. So according to what they told me, they all took a lie detector test and passed. And it's an equivalent of a lie detector test. It's not a traditional lie detector test, but it's the same theology of trying to get to if a person is lying. I don't know the name of it. It's an equivalent of a lie detector test. It's a different methodology. Yeah, I don't believe it was a polygraph test. I believe they took other stressors in order to analyze if the people were telling the truth or not.
Did they take a polygraph would be no.
Well, yeah, I think it could be semantic.
Here's what makes that even worse. The lie detector test that they would take is way easier than a polygraph test. You could pass that quote unquote voice stress test way easier than you can pass a polygraph. And Warren still didn't do it. All the other friends volunteered and says, hey, we'll do it. I don't even need a lawyer. I'll show up. Now, obviously, Warren was not gonna do that. His mom is a judge. His dad is a doctor. You think they dumb enough to allow their son to go ahead and sit down for whatever type of voice stress test or a polygraph? Hell nah. But that right there adds to the suspicion. That right there is why people say, hold on, bro, what do you have to hide if you didn't do that? Now, this is not like Benjamin Crump. No, Officer Tatum is who exposed this information. Now, I'm not sure if Tatum was supposed to expose, but he exposed it. So it's things like this that adds to the suspicion, but yet the family is mad that people are suspicious. So because people are suspicious and asking questions, they believe they are victims. Now, believing you are a victim is one thing. Doing what they did yesterday is another thing. Let me make this clear. Warren, who father is a doctor, who mama is a judge, they just launched a GoFundMe. Sorry, a Give, Send, Go, right? The alt-right version of GoFundMe. They just launched a campaign to raise $100,000. Using this Nolan Wells situation to raise $100,000 is nasty work. But they said they want $100,000 because they believe they're being unfairly persecuted by Benjamin Crump, and they're being unfairly targeted, and they want to start suing people. Well, more specifically, they want to start suing Benjamin Crump. The fundraiser was created by Benjamin Hudson, which is Warren Hudson's father, and the money is going to Taylor and Cox Law Firm. So at least we now know what the law firm is and exactly who's representing them. Now, I reached out to this law firm yesterday trying to hear back. I haven't heard back yet, which is why I postponed my live stream yesterday. I will reach back again, try to see if I can get any statement on what exactly the defamatory statements they believe Benjamin Crump and other YouTubers have said about them. Because as far as I know, Benjamin Crump has never said that Warren killed anybody or any of these kids killed it. Benjamin Crump has said, yo, the situation looks very suspicious. It doesn't look right. And he wants answers, and he wants a private and independent investigation. I don't know how you're about to sue or win a defamation case off of that, but good luck, okay? Now, you could even see by some of these comments, we've seen this story before, bro. We've seen this story before. These comments are very similar to Shiloh Hendricks' comments. Go to Shiloh Hendricks' Give, Send, Go. Read those comments. You will see what I'm talking about. See, white nationalists and white supremacists are looking for any cause they could donate to that they believe will hurt black people, and it's really that simple. Shiloh Hendricks is a perfect example of this. Shiloh Hendricks raised $800,000 after calling an autistic black kid the N-word, a 5-year-old. Because white nationalists and white supremacists, they are looking for cause. They're looking to give their money to hurt black people. And this is their new grift now, right? Like white supremacists and white nationalists, they look for these fringe cultural cases, and they look to put their money behind it if they feel like it will piss off black people, right? That's probably the best use of their $20, $100 they can find. And they're doing it in record numbers. $800,000? For a woman who called a 5-year-old black kid the N-word is crazy. But this is what they're up to. First paragraph of this fundraiser is absolute malarkey. The title goes, "Stand with Nolan Wells' targeted friends. What are we standing with?" Shouldn't the focus be Nolan Wells' autopsy this week, trying to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells' independent investigation? Right? You guys are not victims here. Now, they proceed to say on Independence Day weekend of 2026, lives were changed forever. And then they continue to try to make a comparison, okay? They say no family should have to endure the pain of losing a son. And then as if these two things are equal, no friend should have to grieve the loss of a brother. But instead of being allowed to mourn, what followed was an unprecedented online campaign of accusations, harassment, threats, and defamation. Now, the accusations, as far as I've heard from Benjamin Crump, now you can go after the independent media personalities, the YouTubers, the TikTokers, or who have just outright said Warren killed Nolan. Those people, you can go after them. But from Benjamin Crump, and you're about to see why I keep bringing up Benjamin Crump, because they targeted him directly in this fundraiser. They would adopt some of Officer Tatum's rhetoric and start using terms like race baiters. Now, they will lay the blame at the feet of Benjamin Crump. And the reason why they claim that some of Nolan's friends like Warren, Jax, Morgan, and many others were not able to attend Nolan's funeral is because of the race baiters who's been online, right? So they will say, listen, most of them could not even attend their own best friend's funeral. How many best friends do Nolan have? Like, is that normal to have like 20 best friends? Why? Because race baiters sent a deranged army after them online in the name of justice. Let's tackle this right here before we even continue. Do I believe the reason why Warren, Morgan, Jax, or whoever, Eli, or whoever, do I believe the reason why they could not attend Nolan Wells' funeral was because of online rhetoric? Absolutely not. No. No. They know why they couldn't attend. They were not scared of the make-believe, unknown online like crowd. No, they were probably not invited. And if they were invited, bro, they probably knew not to show up. I'm not buying that we ain't show up because of the online chatter. I think they didn't show up because they didn't want to deal with the people there. How awkward do you think it's going to be when they walk in and they got to deal with Nolan Wells' other friends who are probably suspicious of them or just as suspicious of them as people online? Or when they walk in and got to deal with Nolan Wells' family, the cousins, the nephews, the uncles, the grandfather, when you got to deal with those people who are probably just as suspicious of you as anybody else. Understand this, Nolan Wells' family was already suspicious before the online chatter. The online chatter got suspicious because of Nolan Wells' family. Nolan Wells' family was who started the suspicion. They said something happened to their son, and they don't believe the story that he accidentally drowned. So no, don't try to pass us off. We didn't show up to the funeral because no, hell nah. You know what's up. Now, Nolan Wells' mama announced they would have had a private section. So they wouldn't have to be with the general crowd. There would have been a private section for just the family and friends. Let me ask you this, okay? Since it's the online chatter fault, if they would have went to that funeral, you think they would have been in the private section with the other family and friends? Do y'all think so? If your answer is hell nah, then it's not the online chatter fault, bro. Like, nah. The family ain't make you feel welcome. Probably. I don't know. I haven't spoken to them. I don't know if they invited you or not. So they continue and they says, since the beginning of the investigation, these young men have cooperated with authorities. But here's the thing. Officer Tatum, he's now implying that he may have gotten some new information from them after the interview. He's claiming that, that maybe one of them told him that there was somebody giving out coke and Nolan may have taken the coke and he may have been high and drunk and that may have led to the drowning. Y'all didn't tell the parents that from everything I know. So if we sat down and we had this long conversation or we talked and y'all gave me what y'all story was, and then I hear 2 months later from somebody who I absolutely despise, I hear that person, that person, Tatum, I hear that person coming out with quote unquote new information that I don't have as his mother, I'll be pissed off and I will no longer want to talk. You guys already told me y'all know nothing else. This is all you guys know, and you guys relayed that information on day one. If you told me you know nothing else, why do I need to talk to you? So they continue. Some of them even resorted to speaking up publicly to defend themselves against baseless allegations. But unfortunately, it has become clear that the truth does not matter. Of course it matters, right? Again, you just can't be quick. You just cannot feel entitled to, to people's belief. People don't have to believe you. People don't have to hear your story and think you're telling the truth. They can be suspicious and they can say, until the investigation wraps up, I got my eyes on you. Which is what I think Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton has been saying. Until this investigation wraps up, I cannot rule you out as a suspect. They go, their names, faces, and personal information were spread across the internet. They and their families have received thousands of hateful messages, death threats, and calls to violence. They have been threatened online and in person countless times. There have been bomb threats, packages sent, incredible threats of which arrests have been made. And we'll get to that arrest shortly. We can get to it right now. That arrest is from Ashley Cole. So a woman was arrested for threatening Ashley Cole in her Facebook DMs. Now, they name Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump directly. They says Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump and the usual suspects of social media personalities. Again, man, terms like race baiters, usual suspects. What do you mean by usual suspects? What does this mean? No, let's break it down, okay? You're doing the fundraiser on the alt-right version of GoFundMe, which is GiveSendGo. Everybody look at GiveSendGo with a sketchy eye. Like GiveSendGo clearly, right, allows a platform for racist people to monetize. You're using that platform. That's suspicious. You start using terms like usual suspects in regards to two black men like Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump. I don't know. Y'all not helping y'all case, bruh. And that's just my opinion. All right, so it continues. This is the typical tactic of Benjamin Crump and the like. They come to communities like the Gulf Coast under the guise of seeking justice, But it has become painfully clear that their version of justice is staring division, ruining lives, and then leaving when the money is dried up. We have seen this same pattern time and time again, most recently during the Carmelo Anthony trial. How did Benjamin Crump stir division? Yo, again, do you understand? Let's use the Carmelo Anthony trial, for example. Do you understand that from day one, like Carmelo Anthony was already like polarizing? There were people who believed that if this was a white kid, he wouldn't be arrested. They believed it was self-defense, while others believe that it was murder, and it was divided along racial lines. Benjamin Crump didn't come in and stir it up. It was already stirred up. It was already stirred up. Now, I can't for the likes of me understand exactly what you guys think Benjamin Crump did that amounts to defamation. I just can't see it. Benjamin Crump has never named any one of these kids by names and said they did it. All he said was an independent investigation needs to happen. As simple as that. They continue, and it says, the fund is created for the sole purpose of fighting these individuals, the individuals being Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton. Our goal is simple and twofold. Our first goal is to raise money to defend these friends against incoming wrongful death actions filed by attorney Benjamin Crump and his team. Our second goal is to fund a robust legal team to sue for the litany of slander and libel being spread by not only Crump, but also many social media influencers, news outlets, and local provocateurs. Now, the local provocateurs, I don't know, because I'm not tapping with what's going on. Are they referring to Nolan Well parents? Or his family? Like, who are the local provocateurs that quote unquote know better? Because know better would mean that these are people who apparently like know what happened, or they know information, or they know the kids are innocent and they're still spreading this. I would have to keep my eye on the local provocateurs. This is not the way you go about these things. And I'm just being honest, right? This is not the way you go about it. This is not going to help your case at all. Understand this, okay? The Nolan Wells investigation will be wrapped up probably in about 30 days to 60 days. All you simply had to do was just wait out for the investigation to take its course, right? Now, we're not even talking about the independent investigation. Ocean Springs have not released their results of their investigation yet. They haven't released the autopsy yet. The grand jury haven't happened yet. So if the investigation is not concluded, how are we supposed to figure out, hey, they're telling the truth, they're not telling the truth. They're guilty, they're not guilty. You allowed the courts to take its steps. And once the court process is over with, look at the Carmelo Anthony situation. Have you heard of Carmelo Anthony in about 30 days? Once the court systems, take his course, you would probably have everything you're seeking to accomplish via a lawsuit that's only going to make you more hated. Right? But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Right? What do you guys think about them filing a lawsuit? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here or here or here, to find out how the Roland Martin files just leaked and it's really, really, really terrible. I'm going to see you guys in this Roland Martin video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
Route.
It was super funny how like before, like on the last pod, I was sitting in your seat on the Friday pod and Doughboy was here and these fools were like switch because he's so fat.
Nah, that's crucial. Like given our current setup, you just can't afford to put a fat guy in front of a skinny guy.
Yeah, like people would rather look at Lush. He should be sitting here. Like,
yeah. Can we talk about the fact that you're 30 minutes late, and also that Munchie B is not even here yet, and that I speak for the fans. Rios, I care about the fans. What about you?
I really do.
He really cares about the fans. I care about the fans. The Edgars care about the fans. Mikey, he's kind of like an honorary Edgar. He cares about the fans. Lush, how come you don't care about the fans?
No, it's not. Obviously, I care about the fans quite a bit.
I think you only care about the ones that are going to have sex with you.
They my priority, clearly.
I think that's accurate.
So hey, they're doing God's work, hypothetical God. You feel me? Because who else would be willing to do such a disgusting thing? Is like
that's some Mother Teresa shit.
Yeah, like
but you're definitely robbing the fans.
fans.
Well, here's the thing. Well, like I was like, bro, you don't want to see me on here crying and acting like a girl. Like, I'm sick to my stomach right now. You feel me? Like,
crying about what?
Bro, what are you talking about? My girl got busted and is in the hospital. And
oh man,
what are you talking about, bro? Like,
His girl he met on
right
Instagram less than a week ago.
I didn't meet her on Instagram less than a week ago. We kicked it before in person, and she important to me, bro. And I'm sick right now, bro. It got me sick.
Are you being serious? Are you being sarcastic?
I think he's serious.
Bro, hey, do
you do have a different energy about
this
you
is
today.
why he can't be alone. Look how bent out of shape he is about a girl he hasn't even met yet.
I met her. I hit it. What are you talking about, bro?
Wait, I thought this was like the skinny tattoo one.
She is a skinny tattoo. What I done, bro? I smacked it like.
When did you make sweet love to her?
A month and change ago, bro. I got documentation.
So are you sad
that
she's not here to have sex with? Or are you sad that she's just not here?
It's deeper. First of all, I'm sad because she almost died, bro. You feel me? Like
How? Didn't the police just pull her over?
I don't want to put her on blast like that and bring it like extra.
She resisting arrest?
Bro, like I was about to say what it was. I'm supposed to say it because it's like,
out, bro.
All right, fool. She OD'd, fool. She was in the hospital. She OD'd, bro. She almost died. Slapping that, yeah, baby. What you mean?
Oh, she sounds perfect for you.
Sounds like, hey, I know, I get it, and we go and get these jokes. I'm gonna take these jokes.
I'm Chris Rock, man. I gotta make a joke. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's a damn podcast, bro. We gonna joke about it. This shit is funny as fuck.
No,
I know
overdosing is not funny. That was too much.
It's
I'm sorry.
not funny. And I feel like there's a crisis averted.
Maybe
because I don't know if that would have been good for you to have her here.
Thank you, Rios.
You know what I mean? Like I think there might be a necessary evil. I feel bad. I'm sorry about that, and hopefully everything goes well with her. But maybe you don't need to be around that at this moment, Lush.
Bro, I was gonna help her, bro.
I know.
I was gonna help her, bro.
You can't help her.
I was gonna help her, bro. I was gonna help her, bro.
What is more
She
likely?
was helping me too, bro. Fuck. Dead homies. Putting Kill Squad in the streets. Fuck this.
I don't know how much you've watched this show over the years, but you're just getting started in terms of like what you might get from this guy on a daily basis. It's
No, I'm like,
all over
really,
the
it's
place.
bad
I think
today,
this is the
bro.
fifth Monday, and every Monday he started talking.
Tuesday.
The fifth Tuesday.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday it's kind of Lush going over his maybe sexual life.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. That has been a state of chaos.
Yeah. And so now it's like maybe he's so sad because he felt like it was about to get balanced.
I like this bitch. Fuck, why you gonna die on me, ho?
She didn't die.
She didn't.
About to.
Wait, what?
No way.
She almost did, gang. What the fuck? You don't? Oh, you think that shit's like? Oh, it's just a light overdose on that Fetty Wap catalog.
You
I
told me
just
you
slapped
overdosed
a
10
trap
times.
Yeah, not on no Fetty Wap, fool. That didn't even exist when I
So
was.
she
a
was
kid, bro.
driving here.
Nah, fool. She had a fucking.
Greyhound.
She had a hound
wow.
tonight at 2 a.m, bro. Which and my dumb ass, I'm such a fucking bitch. Like I'm such a fucking bitch, bro, because of my dumb ass head. So optimistic. I'm like, oh, she might. Hey, there's still a chance this bitch gonna make it.
Afterwards,
bruh.
Yeah, that's kind of really optimistic.
Yeah, no, she's not coming, huh, guys?
Maybe a little delusional.
Bro, this is Xanarchy AF. Falling in love with a girl and then she ODs before you could even get your hands on her? Well,
Bro,
second time?
Bro, yeah, second time, bro.
So she OD'd on the Greyhound?
She didn't even make it to the Greyhounds tonight, bro. She didn't even make it. And as I wanted...
What's her name?
What do you mean? What's her name?
I just want to pay my respects.
We calling her Houston Bay. You feel me? We know her name.
Houston
Fools
Bay,
know her
man.
name. They already fucking tried to dox her, all kinds of stupid shit. You know how our fans is. What the fuck are we talking about? It's good, bro. That was my partner, and she talented, bro. I was gonna help her out with the shit. I was gonna get her, whatever, bro.
So you got crazy love from the fans that are kind of crazy also. Like they're crazy love and they're kind of crazy. They've been popping up on my shit.
I love, hey, you feel me? Whatever, they cool. You feel me? Shouts to the fans. You feel me? Give them a show. It's gonna be good, bad, or ugly. I'm a motherfucking train wreck. I don't think that y'all see the beauty that I want y'all bitch ass marks to see, but you feel me? I love y'all regardless.
So, you know what I'm realizing as I sit here is that Germ was Jaden Alexis and this girl was supposed to be Krishan Rock, but through a tragedy, we may never see her potential.
Bro, aka fucking, instead of Jaden Alexis and Krishan Rock, it was fucking Aiden is at daycare and fucking and Krishan smokes rock and overdoses.
So
you did that.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
You liked it?
That was
You're welcome.
That was a good one.
I'm glad you liked it.
That was dope.
What if she takes this as a sign and doesn't want to meet you or come back or be
her own death?
What sign?
That she doesn't want to come out here. Like, would that really?
I wouldn't
fuck you
say
up?
it's like it doesn't really speak like it. Well, clearly it's not like boding too well. It's just so funny. Like literally, fool. I don't know. I felt bad because on Sunday we normally talk all day, fool, and we didn't talk really on Sunday. I actually didn't hit her up at all, and barely on Saturday. I was fucking with other bitches. I was doing my shit. You feel
And
me?
it's been a week or 2 weeks.
No, it's been a day.
Wait,
a couple.
Sunday, you said Saturday and Sunday you didn't talk to her.
I didn't really talk to her that much, and I didn't talk to her maybe for like a 24-hour period.
Oh, do you think that she was tripping because you didn't talk to her?
No, she sent me this whole long text. I'll show it to you. And she all like, man, like, whatever, fool. She was saying, I'm such a fucking bitch, bro.
No, you're not. You're not. It's a part of life, man.
I didn't even want to come like this, bro. That's why I didn't come to the bitch ass podcast on time, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
It's all good,
Sorry,
man.
bro. I'm sorry, Adam. Fuck, my
No,
bad.
my
Chief.
bad.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
I'm a
nah.
mark, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I wasn't realizing
I'm a
how
fucking
serious.
mark, bro.
You're not a mark.
Nah, fool. I'm a fucking J-Cat, bro. Again, fool. What the fuck you expect, fool?
Hey,
of course.
I mean,
bro.
really,
That's
that's
everybody
fucked,
here
I
isn't
know, bro.
perfect. We all got our own fucking issues. Every fucking person at this table has major issues, dude.
I'm
You're
so
just
flyer than all these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what they talking about, but check game, fool. Because like,
you're just wearing. You
she
just
told
are,
me. She told me how grateful she was that I came into her life and how I changed her life. Oh, I'm a dumbass fool. I'm a fucking dumb. Of course, bro. Well, duh. Fucking Scorpion of the Frog. You fucking sting your ass. The fuck you think, dude? Duh. Fucking retard, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's
Sorry,
all
bro.
good.
I'm sorry. This is the best.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, you do got to be a little bit more careful with your heart, maybe, because
Fuck a heart, bro. That's for bitches.
this
bro.
was
That's it, man.
very fast. How this snuck up on us.
Yeah, I'm a hoe, bro. Fuck.
Is that why you didn't think it was that serious because it was so soon? Like it was just.
Yeah, I
a
didn't.
month.
I didn't know I'd be. But I also didn't know she was about to die, bro. I think that made it a little more dire. Or
I was
whatever.
writing the title for the stream.
You can
so that
learn
was
out.
kind of
Fucking at least turn that shit up. At least get these motherfuckers watching it. At least let me have something. At least we get some views on this bitch ass shit. At least something, bro.
I should put that in the title. Like,
I don't give a
Cross
but yeah, go, yeah, bro. Turn it up, bro.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah,
exploit
no,
that.
I don't, bro. There's nothing else, bro. Nothing else. What else they gonna say, bro? You fools don't even know what I've dealt with these past few months and bitch ass motherfuckers and shit they done did to me, bro. I don't even speak on shit, fool. Fucking straight bitches, fool. Lucky they ain't got fucking noodles, bro. Straight the fuck up, fool. Straight the fuck up, fools. Lucky they ain't got, but I ain't gonna do shit. People don't play about me, bro. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, guys.
No need to apologize, dude. That's
Sorry,
real.
guys. I'm
It's
sorry,
real life.
guys. I'm sorry.
Real life.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why I was late, gang. Yeah, I'm high as fuck. I'm duh.
Oh, what'd you do?
I just haven't slept much for a while.
Just stressing out about this girl and just.
Yeah, I was kind of like upset about it, fool. I guess I was, fool. I guess I was.
No, I
upset
mean that's
about it.
reasonable.
Yeah. When did you find out?
Especially if you met her, which I didn't know that.
Yeah, we kicked it like a month ago.
Okay.
And then like, you know, my ex found out and she was really upset because they were friends and shit, and she did some really foul shit to me, bro.
Your
ex did?
Germ?
I just said my ex, fool.
Yeah. What'd she do?
She did some really foul shit, gang.
When she found out.
Some new shit?
Yeah, she did some new shit, gang. She did some really foul shit, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing as fuck.
Do you want to air it out?
No, I don't. I didn't want to say all this
No,
shit,
okay,
bro.
okay.
But I did. It's just, but like, it's just crazy with him. Yeah, so it's like, but I actually like this girl. I like the chemistry we had, and like, I don't know, bro. We both fucking J-Cats, and we liked it each other. So what, fool?
But you talking about it like it's past tense. It's not over.
I mean, shit, fool.
It's not over.
I was born on a day that ended with Y, but it wasn't yesterday, homie.
So you're thinking like 99% chance she doesn't make it, or?
No, she gonna live. I mean, I'm assuming at least for today. I hope so, bro.
Oh shit.
She all right. It's not, bro, but it's
Where
like,
are you getting your information from?
I talked to her. We FaceTime from the hospital. She FaceTimed me from the hospital at literally like 20 minutes after I texted the group chat last, because I don't even want to get too specific. She got real shit going on, and if I talked about it, I'll wind up sounding like one of the people that we criticize on this
for sure.
podcast for being hella federal. Like,
oh, okay.
You don't want to air out anything that could get her in trouble.
she gonna get mad at me if I say some shit about, I don't know, fool. Like, fuck.
Yeah. You don't wanna
I'm
anger
sorry,
her
guys,
at
bro.
a time like this. No.
It's good. I'm gonna be normal now.
That's real podding though, man. That's the realest podding.
Ain't nobody will show y'all shit like this. Straight the fuck up, bro.
That's the realest podding I've seen since Manny talking about his divorce.
Oh shit! Yeah.
This is actually way crazier than that. Really,
Yeah.
that's kind of pedestrian compared to this.
Yeah, exactly. And this was kind of like a surprise. Like, oh shit! Like,
Yeah.
like,
my dumb ass thought like, my dumb ass was like, hey, yeah, you're like, I could barely even wipe my own ass and get my shit together, and I fucking manage artists, and I'm got deals all the time. People trying to give me money. I'm acting like a JCat like this, like a dumbass. But it's like they gonna still do it anyway. But the thing is, bro, like I was so invested in this shit. I was like, oh, I knew that it was a bad idea, but I thought because I'm so egotistical that I could pull it off.
Just falling in love with a girl that you met online who's addicted to fentanyl.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, she didn't mean to do that. It happens. She didn't mean to do
Playing
that.
with fire.
She was playing. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Houston Bay. I didn't mean to say all this.
Rios edible pod.
No, thank you, brother.
Lush edible pod. I never found a drug you wanted to say no to. But this is the good kind. Peach pear, 20 milligrams.
Delicious.
Jesus, I'm
good
glad I
chunk.
said no, thank you.
Why 20's a lot to you?
Yeah, I think so.
Whenever I tell people how many milligrams I do, they think I'm crazy, and I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I have a problem.
How many do you?
I don't know, like 100 is no big deal.
Really?
Well,
Like that whole bag, basic.
No, this is like 400 total.
Oh,
20 milligram pieces.
Well, look, you know what most junkies do? They like when
Drugs.
something like this. Yeah, obviously, they're gonna use this as an excuse to like spiral out more. I'm not gonna be a bitch about this. I don't need no participation trophies. This ain't fucking a Doughboy mental health pod. You feel me? I don't need to get diagnosed by Munchie. You feel me? With this new mental health pod. I don't
Doughboy's
need
right in the
coffee
other
with
room if you
Rios
wanna
at
diss
this
him.
moment.
Too late for coffee.
Yeah. With that being said, fool, like, hey, I apologize to the fans for being a little, you feel me, in my feelings. I hope it was entertaining, and I'm grateful that I have this opportunity here. So let me not act like a bitch, and we just go and like do our shit. If y'all want to talk about it more, we can. But I'm just like a member of the pod. It's not like
Well, he just said that Munchie's like 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
So that will be kind of maybe like when we could sort of switch up the topic. I'm sure he's
Okay.
going to have some questions too.
Yeah,
though.
no, anybody could ask whatever. I just don't want to like monopolize it. And it's whatever. I'll talk about it as much as people want. I just want to make sure that this isn't like, if I'm gonna be super catted out, at least like people want to see it, because like I don't really care.
I do have a lot of respect for the fact that you'll still go to the corner store and get a buzz ball, no matter how fucked up you are in the head.
Yeah, you know, priorities are really, you know, I learned
It's gonna
this.
balance you.
Yeah, like
self-love.
You know, yeah. This is self-care.
Yeah,
This is like
little balance, little edible, little buzz ball. You know.
I'm sorry, man. It's like I have such a hard time not cracking a joke. Like,
no, please crack jokes. Bro.
That's good.
You don't think my partners is on my helmet right now,
Wait,
bro?
so
Like the
first
gang members that I kick it
first
with all
thing
day?
is like the first thing you feel like, I need to crack a joke to break up the pain or the emotion of it. Like crack a joke, make a laugh, and move on. Is that why?
I be doing the same shit though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like me and you got pretty similar senses of humor. Like
Because this is a lot of jokes.
I mean, I do feel like, you know, death is one of those things that it's kind of tough to joke about. It's probably like one of the last things you would ever joke about. But at the same time, I mean, given the circumstances, given that, I mean, he says he met her in real life, but at first I was under the impression that he hadn't, you know.
No, everyone knows I met her in real life, but the main thing is this, fool. It's not about y'all laughing at her potentially being hurt or dying or in the hospital. It's about laughing at me for being a fucking retard.
What's the retard part? Falling in love with a girl that you barely knew?
I mean, or just like, yeah, and just like being very, very, very reckless with my own emotions and allowing other people close to me that aren't and to be fair, I don't want to like mischaracterize her because she ain't doing nothing wrong as
Right.
far as dealing with me, bro.
Mhm.
She's done nothing but keep it 100 with me. She's super solid, bro. She's like whatever issues, because a lot of people got a lot of issues with her. A lot of people feel some type of way about
People
her.
got beef with her. She's a polarizing figure. I don't know anything about this random girl, man.
She's a very polarizing figure.
You're acting like I'm pathetic because I'm not up on the Houston Bay lore.
No, okay.
She's not I love kimchi, man.
All right, well, so, bro, it's just like why I'm pissed. I was like, bitch, I was finna turn you up when you came out here, stupid. You feel me? Why you gonna fucking die on me?
Motex said, I love Lush, but the fact that there's a chance that he's literally potentially making this all up is insanity.
Yeah, I wish I was, gang. Yeah, I made it up.
I just
Please
wanted to
think
confront that narrative.
Nah, all right, fool, I made it up, gang.
The only thing I think is like crazy is that like you still had hopes that she would still be making it here after.
I still do. That's even crazier.
Yeah, that's kind of like she's got to recover and do what she got to do, man. Like you come.
Well, she may potentially be being. Again, I didn't want to speak on
trafficked.
Well,
she's a mule.
No, she may potentially be being kept by the Johnnies after she discharges from the hospital
because she had so much product on her.
Again, bro, like
shit, the Greyhound and fuck
had nothing to do with the Greyhound.
Like not getting on the plane.
Well, no, okay, her coming out to hang with me and get shit popping out here had nothing to do with
just
why
what
she got busted.
Okay.
She wasn't on her way to the Greyhound station. So again, her Greyhound is this evening. You feel me?
Okay.
Really, like actually, like it is early next morning, but it's this evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
My apologies, man.
It's all good, brother.
Don't worry, Munchie. We got you, player.
Mayor's pulling
You
up.
missed out on some. Have you been listening?
Man, I had to click it off, man. I just had a therapy session with my boy yesterday. He going through it.
I didn't know this shit was finna happen, bro. Fuck. Dude.
And I saw the therapy session.
I ain't know.
Oh yeah,
I saw it.
Let it out.
Good job.
Yeah.
Hey, this is your job now. You got to press code.
OG Boo Abide.
Press blood.
OG Boo Abide.
You brazy.
You brazy.
That is fucking good.
OG Boo is mine.
Yeah, you feel me? And my Boo died almost.
Ooh. Almost.
Hey, yeah,
Evolved my Larvitar. Now I got a Poopatar.
Hey man,
I'm a superstar.
I was late night just scrolling like going, you know what I'm saying, checking out Adam and shit. Yeah, man, I seen the reaction you did.
Without running my dick sucker a little too much.
I don't fall out with everybody.
I was talking about him and Spider.
No, I don't. Like
not everybody, but you got some notable ones. I got some notable ones.
Hey, this the one video is the reason why me and Jay Hood had an issue and Spider-Lo off that one video, and I wasn't even the one talking.
Off of which one?
With Tiny Munchie. He got mad because the whole 50-0 thing, you know what I'm saying? That's why Spider got mad. And then what Tiny Munchie said about Jay, I was just listening and I reposted it as content and shit, you know, boom, World War III. You know, I don't follow.
I don't think you follow with everybody. I was just like, when I was looking at you and Spider-Look, and I was just thinking like, damn, they seem so close in this clip. And then I don't know, it fell apart. And then I was just thinking, I'm like, man, Munchie. But part of the problem is that Munchie just stands on business so much. Like, I know people are gonna be like, well, he came back to No Jumper twice, so he doesn't stand on business. But like, Munchie will like somebody will do something he don't appreciate. And he just don't really like back down the way a lot of people do.
I'll be the one getting blitzed and jumped on the internet. You know what I mean? I just be, you know what I mean? Like 3-on-1 or whatever.
I always felt like you and Spider were like being extra nice to each other because y'all both knew that you really shouldn't even be friends to begin with. So you're like, all right, dude, we're going to be super cool. Like, and just to overcompensate for really, you're like, fuck this guy.
No. I thought
He's from there. Fuck this guy.
No, I don't give a fuck when niggas feel like that. Hey, no, these days I be judging the individual instead of niggas like where they from. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
Like at first, I wouldn't like you for the whole zip code, or the high school.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
Like if I was
Or the block.
If I was from Long Beach and I'm from the north side of Long Beach, I ain't gonna like nothing at Poly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like I was, but I be like, you know what I'm saying? If the person cool, I judge the person. I don't be trying to judge the nigga by like they turf or whatever. I met some cool 60s these days. You know what I'm saying?
But you were low-key like newer to the media space, at least like on the level that you're at now when you were fucking with Spider, like on a regular.
And I wasn't used to it. That's why the whole don't cuz me shit. Like,
that's the best clip.
I'm a street person coming into the internet shit. And in our world, like, you don't just have Crips like, what's up, cuz me. And I asked the nigga not to, but you know, I learned how to nigga, you could be yourself on camera. We
Yeah.
all podcasting and we was doing an interview. Like, he could talk how you want to talk. And I guess, you know what I'm saying? I have to check myself. But
Yo, I got a question. This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
When they write the history books, which they will not, but if they were to write history books about LA podcasting history, who are like the earliest figures? Like, because I'm thinking Street TV was doing it a couple years before No Jumper, really like a bunch of years.
Wasn't Cam Capone kind of older?
He did, and then he took a long ass break. When I was looking at his oldest videos on his channel, you got Vlad super early on, but then I feel like No Jumper around like COVID time is the first time that you have like a lot of like street characters kind of becoming podcast regulars, and then like after that, over the next couple of years, you see it just kind of splinter where all of a sudden there's tons of different podcasts all over LA. But it's kind of interesting to think about like the early days of
for sure, Vlad and Street TV early on.
When it was called Street Gangs, remember? Street Gangs.
Yeah.
Not a great name if you want to monetize your channel.
The best name.
That's why he switched it over.
I know.
That's why he switched it over. But see, like it was Street Gangs, the website that was booming before then.
But didn't it used to be a website where like if you wanted to find out like what the attributes of the Inglewood Bloods were, you would have to like go to this and it would give you all the
claimers.
It's not still like that, is it?
Yes, it is.
All the claimers and weirdos, they go there and learn about the hood. They trying to claim you ain't from over there. Like
They trying to get the history on it and the information.
Who they
still up.
enemies.
Really?
The little map, it said the dead homies. I'm like, damn.
But there's shit like the information, like me as a weirdo, I did a lot of research on Street Gangs TV, and it's like the database is pretty outdated at this point, but there's a lot of info on there. And as I learned more, I was like, damn, this is like pretty accurate. like allegedly.
Yeah, but I don't think he focuses on the website type thing. He be on the YouTube side of things. But early on, at Vlad, Street TV. What year did No Jumper kick off on YouTube?
2015. Yeah, but we're like pretty small until I was able to start getting like bigger interviews in 2016, kind of.
Vlad was already huge.
Yeah.
And when did it start switching over to like street, like from underground SoundCloud rappers?
I think like
to
2020.
2020?
Like 2020 and COVID was when it was kind of like, oh, nobody's traveling, so there are like no big name rappers that we're going to be able to interview for the next like however long, because like literally you couldn't fly anywhere and everybody had their recording budgets on hold and stuff like that. So it was kind of like, fuck, well, what are we going to do? Guess we better start kind of working on building up more characters on the podcast and finding more people locally that we could pod with, and then those kind of end up being gang members, and then all of a sudden we're kind of like in the mix in that regard.
Well, it seemed like from outside perspective that around like 2017, like some of the local kids that were doing SoundCloud stuff, like the Frosties and Almighty started coming around No Jumper a little bit. And then I want to say like 2018, 19 is when you first had like Greedo, Draco, G Perico, all those dudes coming for the that's kind
Some of that was 2017, but around
17,
that era
18,
is when I start tapping in with more
that's-
people. Because all of a sudden then it's like all these street dudes are like, yo, like you're doing this podcast in LA, like let me get an interview. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
So when you said you held off on bringing Munchie you said you held off for like 2 years.
Well, because like I think Flacco was trying to get me to interview Munchie right after Draco died, and that just would have, it was a little touchy at the time.
It was too fresh. I was doing like the disrespectful music and all the little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but sheesh, but see, I think No Jumper is the reason why every stanky blood and crip think they could just turn on their Android and try to be a podcaster. No, for real.
Not for real. You're not wrong.
It would have took longer if
I would
we
give
didn't kind
credit.
of break it open. You know?
I would give credit to No Jumper for that, for sure, because they saw the representation. They saw themselves in the people that were doing it.
Yeah.
Like if they can do that, I can do that.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. Once they saw like AD and T-Rail and them getting bags doing it, they're like, shit, like let me see if I can get in the mix with it too.
But now it's weird because I feel like No Jumper, as well as like kind of Vlad and like maybe Cam Capone, see value in like interviewing dudes who realistically are not like famous rappers or anything. They're more just like street dudes / like gang characters, you know, that have like social media or whatever. And so at a certain point, some of those people start to feel like they're value is kind of high, and then they go to somebody else and they try to get paid, and they're kind of looking at him like, what the fuck? You know, because I just saw the clip of Dean, and he's talking about how Crip Mac was trying to like come through their stream, and Crip Mac tried to ask him for $2,500, and Dean was basically like, fuck no. And then he was trying to come like for free, Crip Mac, and I guess Dean was basically like, nah, you got to pay me $1,500.
Oh, so he was kind of thrown off by that. He didn't like that shit.
Yeah, we could watch the clip, but I was kind of like, damn, that's crazy. Because like, if you think about it, Dean is somebody that 6 months ago or whenever we were doing those little skits and shit was like brand new. Nobody really was looking at him like he was like,
doing skits here?
Yeah, we did the one where Crip Mac fucking like attacked him because he like fucking was harassing my wife or whatever. We did some like fake like stream content type shit, and it's like if you think about those,
I super underestimated this motherfucker right here.
Okay, so
like,
regardless of who has fucking like who has fake viewers or anything like that, at that time Dean had 300 live viewers. I looked at Dean's stream last night; he had 10,000 live viewers. So is there any botting? I would not know, but it is kind of crazy because Dean like was at one level of fame at that time, which was pretty small, and now with the whole AB era and everything, he's like super famous.
He's like a rap star, essentially.
I mean,
at this point.
How did you get put on to Dean though to bring him over here?
Because Dean at that
wasn't
time,
he fighting people on stream?
I was just gonna interview him because he was streaming and just going. No, because you know what it was? He was getting humiliated by Larry Wheels.
Yeah. Oh, so he came over after Larry Wheels slapped him.
Yeah, because Larry Wheels slapped him, and then there was the clip where Larry Wheels was spinning them around in a circle, holding him by the arms and shit like that. Like, people forget that Dean had like a month where he just took like so many L's in the course of like a week or two.
Hold on, slapped him.
Yeah, Larry with the strong ass
big buff bodybuilder dude
slapped the shit out of Dean.
What made him do that?
He disrespected
his wife.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say it was probably a little bit scripted, because why else would Dean be like harassing his wife on camera, on stream? But
it's not like that outside the box for what he does to this day.
Once you actually meet these fucking streamer dudes and you realize that they only think in viral content, that everything is about like, how can I either make this guy mad or figure something out with him where he's going to pretend to be mad so that we can get the clips, so we can go viral, so that we can juice our stream numbers. And yeah, for sure, Dean is
they're gonna
that
get that
kind of guy.
They're gonna get that clip hooker by hook or crook. They're gonna get it.
That's the business, right?
They said Dean, the AB only gets like 1,500 or 1,000 viewers, so they think that Dean is using bots. I mean, hey, I don't know. I suspect every single streamer of using bots.
I think they use bots because but at the same time, that doesn't mean that there are not a lot of people watching this shit, whether or not it's live, because them clips do insane numbers. They're all over my algorithm. I'm not seeking out Dean the Great.
Hey, bro, when you got bots, it's like having split ends, bro. You got like your shit ain't. It ain't that fuck with your money though, right? The bots, you ain't really seeing what your true worth.
So like, if I have 10,000 real viewers and then you have 10,000 fake viewers, I'm making a bunch of money and you're not making any fucking money, because like the fake viewers don't really pay anything. But what it does do is, if I go to Twitch and I see, or I guess he's on Kick, but if I see, Dean the Great is the #1 person streaming in this category, he has 10,000 people watching him, and that's way more than everybody else, and he's at the top of the leaderboard, so he gets way more viewers. Because if you're a casual fan and you just go to Twitch or you go to Kick and you just want to watch some random IRL stream and he's at the top and he got hella fake viewers, then, you know, it's just like really good advertising. And it's also, people will want to watch a streamer that has 10,000 viewers more than they will want to watch somebody that has 50 viewers. So it's like,
which is so backwards, by the way.
Well, it's the follower thing.
Yeah, I mean, you assume, hey, if there's 10,000 people watching this shit, there must be something going on.
Right. Well, yeah, I know. Obviously, it does like equate value, and people want to be a part of something that's a moment, and that they can. So yeah, I get it, but at the same time, it just goes against my super contrarian underground brain that I'd prefer to watch like something that only the cool people know about. But that's just like my
I heard somebody
Gen X warped perspective.
I heard somebody say, I won't even watch a pod or a stream if it doesn't have this many views are viewers active. They won't even spend time.
That's lame.
That's super lame. Like you don't even get to see the quality of what somebody's talking about.
But you know that feeling when you're looking through YouTube and you see a clip and you're kind of like, you read the title and you're like, oh, maybe I would watch that, but maybe not. And then you're like, 500,000 views. Okay. And then you click it.
You sold me. Yeah, for sure.
That's just like, it kind of sells you, because this is the thing. That tells you that people who are watching this are kind of watching the whole thing, or a large percentage of it, because otherwise it would probably not do well in the algorithm, you know?
So how do we know, like, if people actually like shit? You know what I mean? Like, do you
because
actually
if you
like
keep
this?
watching it though,
Like-
but you're right, because you could be watching it because you hate it.
Yeah.
But even that, like, the algorithm has to sort of like correct for that, because otherwise, like, there has been times in YouTube history where like you would look up a topic and every single video that you would find about it would be negative. Like, I remember looking up feminism on YouTube in like 2016, 2017. Every single video that came up was anti-feminism, because rage baiting will get you more views than like actual studies of things that are kind of more even tempered. But I feel like the algorithm like goes out of its way to like correct for that now.
I rather just the slow grind than buy the viewers type shit.
Yeah. I ain't doing it, but I understand why people do it. It's very logical.
The most I get on my channel, if I go live, the most it'd be like 1.1K.
Yeah.
And then on low end, be like 400.
But I look up how many live viewers people have all the time, and like some of the biggest influencers, some of the biggest people will have 1,000 people watching them on live. That's not like anything to shit on, because realistically, like, just being live is just the number one activity that is really focused on your hardcore viewers. You know, you could have 10 million followers and have 1,000 live viewers, because it is just the people who really fuck with you and really care about what the fuck you're up to, you know?
Right, and they're gonna buy shit. They normally, like, that's like conversion dollars, because that fan base, those are the people that are gonna actually support you financially. But like, the thing that's crazy is we all know millions of content creators, and literally 0% of them ever admit that they've ever bought anything or bought views or anything. I've tried to buy views before. I've tried to do that shit. I must suck at it, because I tried to buy views on a video one time back, and you know why I did it? The reason I brought this up is to give insight into psychology.
How you buy views and still flop?
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Wait.
No.
That's like
crazy.
snitching and still getting like.
No, literally. Here's the reason why I did it. The times I attempted to, and I wish that I had like numbers that reflected it on the videos that I tried to buy. They literally took the views away. That's another.
The fake views?
Yeah, the fake views. But I would say, and it happened like 3 or 4 days in a row. It would go up to like 25,000, 30,000. Then it'd be like, I'd be all happy going to sleep. And then I wake up and it's like 8,000 views. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? They're gone again, dude. But the reason I did it is because I'm like, oh, I know that more people have actually seen it than this, and I know that I deserve more views. So I say that because my dumbass thought that. I think that's what all these assholes think too. They want attention, and they justify it by thinking they actually deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a famous YouTuber maybe a month or two ago, and there's like another YouTuber that I know that he doesn't like, who I wholeheartedly believe in my heart is buying like huge amounts of fake views on a regular basis. And this is somebody who's like really famous. And I said to the dude when I saw him, I was like, so-and-so, I seen you know, like I seen you say something one time about so-and-so like buying views. And he just looks at me and he goes, you ain't buying them right. And in that moment, I was like, oh, so, because this is a guy who gets a lot of views. And I'm kind of like, oh. So I'm over here acting like it's wrong to buy views. And with that one sentence and the way he looked at me, I was kind of like, oh, shit. I'm thinking like, damn, now I bet everybody buying fake views and he don't want to tell me. But that's like, you know what I'm like? I'm like the guy who doesn't do coke and everybody else is doing coke, but they're not going to tell me because they know I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's even worse. It's like MLB, Major League Baseball on steroids. Everybody was doing steroids.
See?
And then you had the good guys that were like, I'm not going to do it. And then nothing even happened to the steroid guys. You know what I mean? Like they just made more money.
You know what I didn't
For a
understand? I was trying to get the understanding when you was talking to Sean Cotton, right?
Yeah.
And he said he don't pay attention to views, he pay attention to watch hours.
Right.
So like why is that his they did explain to you
what he means is basically like he'll do a Charleston White interview that's like 2 hours long, and basically you got two options, which is you can like cut it up into a bunch of 10-minute clips and then put those clips out and then put out the full thing, which is what like Vlad does, and we do that for a lot of our content and shit. But then what Sean Cotton does is he'll just dump the whole 2-3 hour interview, and it'll like a 3-hour interview, if it gets 1 million views, is earning you way more money than like a 10-minute clip that gets 1 million views, you know? So his logic is basically like, I'll just give it to everybody for free off rip, and I'll be able to make the money that I paid this dude back because, you know, whatever, like it'll come back because each view is worth a lot if they're watching for like hours at a time. But I will say that kind of like the problem with that is that like a Charleston White interview, bro, we have to cut so many fucking swears out of those things because he says the N-word every 2 seconds. He says fuck over and over and over. And it's just like the full thing, it is so likely to get demonetized within the first couple of days that you upload it because there's probably so many moments where he says the N-word like 10 times in like 1 minute. And that is a death sentence to your monetization. Is for some reason, like, you say the N-word here and there, it's all good. You say it 10 times in a row, you're done.
Yeah, you can't overdo it.
It's weird, yeah. And also like there's a Mexican Shut the Builder. And I kind of wanted to watch the clip, but he's saying the N-word with the hard R mad times, and I'm kind of like, we can't watch that.
I sent the clip to Remo where I think it is blurred out.
Oh yeah, okay, that could be good.
He may have uploaded that.
That might be better, yeah, because it's like he's just saying the hard R. It's
Yeah,
like a Mexican dude going
Texas,
around
in Texas
talking hella shit to all the black people.
Yeah,
right.
He got his ass whooped.
They gonna smoke
Why
your
people be
ass.
trying to risk their safety and they life to go
Like
viral.
good clout.
It's super
Go
weird to
viral.
do that out there too, especially when one of like the main places where black and Mexican people get along super well and don't even have too many issues like that. It's kind of weird.
Well, he stopped because he said his life was being threatened. You know what I mean? Like,
Like
like crazy.
Yeah, they don't like they don't have that. It's so funny that we're LA and it's such a more liberal place than Texas overall, but when it comes to them politics, they're more progressive than we are by a significant margin.
And hold on, what you mean?
As far as black and Mexican relations with each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning
they don't beef. They don't have
beef
like
as much.
They don't beef nearly as much. There's not like several gangs that are against.
Right, all right, chat. We're gonna go and end this stream right here at GS to the Don. You can like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna keep good vibes, mud. And you know the slogan at the end of the day, got to end, mud.